Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to week number 7, the final chance for points, and it has all come down to this. This is our top 8 here. 8 players remain after the carnage that we saw on Tuesday, and we are now going to wind it down to just one. I think the big storyline here, of course, is who's going to make it out and make it into the finale here, which there are 3 spots kind of up for grabs and 5 players in the running for it. So somebody is going to get their heart shattered here tonight. And tonight I am, of course, going to be joined by Silver Sandbag. We tried to do this a little earlier in the season, but ran into some trouble with my internet. But this time around, pretty sure my internet's good to go, and we're going to give this another try. How's it going, Silver Sandbag?
It is going great. It is great to be back. Can't wait to see the awesome matches that we got going on, starting off with AJ, 74U, and Blue Link. And surprisingly, Blue is going Aaron Black here. Usually used to seeing at least maybe Nightwolf or Spawn. So I'm really interested to see how this match is going to work out. And obviously, AJ going through his trusty reign right now.
Ooh, yes, love to see more of this rain. Another thing, too, I want to note real quick. I did some research. I found some music that was used in the Mortal Kombat trailers leading up to the release of the game, but they're not in the game. So the music that we're going to be listening to, a lot of it is going to be trailer music from before MK11 came out. The music is so much better. So if the music sounds a little different, that's what we're going with, is the MK11 trailer music. It's so good.
Looks like Blue is trying to put in some work with those overhead swings into the low Peacemaker, but AJ seems to be like reading it really well. Has always been able to capitalize and get a nice punish. But now they're just seems to be trading pokes back and forth. Blue is still trying to rely on that Peacemaker, and it's like working sometimes for him. Really good command grab there too.
Yo, what's going on, Valiant Shade? Look at this. AJ, no life left. Waiting for the acid. Gets over the acid.
Oh,
nicely done. Now just needs a little bit more. Blue gets the throw tech to stay alive. That was clutch indeed. And then that 6-frame poke. I really like the way that he used the water bubble to go over the acid, though. Keep your toes out of the water by becoming the water. Nicely done.
That was so smart. If he had the bar, he may have been able to get the crushing blow off of that.
Yeah, because of how far he went, too.
Big crushing blow there, catching the breakaway right off the bat from AJ. Looking to get the double boot drop, crushing blow, but AJ scouting that out, and now going for a down poke into Hydra Boost to open him up. Looks like maybe a misinput on that acid there and getting caught out immediately after. Really good back throw by AJ there. Resetting the neutral between the two. It looks like they're just trading pokes back and forth.
Oh,
AJ
counter.
really putting up that pressure.
Gotta watch out for that low Peacemaker. Catches him with the Hydra Boost. Not able to get the conversion here, though. Blue Link, Scud Shot cancels. He's got either a low, the Scud Shot cancel, also to just do nothing. And look at that, opens him up, but the Fatal Blow is gone because he got poked out of it. So not going to be able to quite kill here. Rolls out, and the jump kick finds its mark. Blue Link takes game 1. So here's the deal here as well. Before we get too deep into this one, it is important to note that Blue Link is one of the players that is fighting to make it in. Right now, Blue Link is tied in points with Dark Elite. So Dark Elite is in the loser side of this bracket right now as well. So these players are both still alive, neck and neck in the points. If Blue Link can win here, that's going to push him way further into the bracket, make it that much harder for Dark Elite to outplace him. So whoever basically places higher between Dark Elite and Blue Linkies is going to have a chance at making it in. Now, they do still have to worry about where Hijinks, AJ, and Justin qualify as well. And speaking of, AJ on the other side of this match here. So this is an incredibly important set of stakes here for both of these players. AJ is our reigning champion. Now, one thing to note here, too, though, is that AJ did not play the whole season. That's arguably part of why he's trying to work to make his way in here. But AJ, if he has to brave the LCQ, I think he'll be one of the stronger players in doing so because he has kind of won the whole thing before, right? He's our reigning champion. Everybody else, I think the LCQ is a far more daunting task. But AJ, of course, would gladly skip the meat grinder, and he's going to go with a blender of his own as Sub-Zero takes to the field now. Mix time, he caught him with the low. There we go. That's going to be a good start for him now, Silver.
Yeah, it seems he's going from the variation. Looks like he's foregoing the amplified ice ball, so he's not going to have that ability to counter zone Blue if he does get him to full screen. But he's going for more mix with the rising ice, creeping ice, and the polar axe, so he does still have ways of applying pressure once he gets in. And just like that, he's going to use that creeping ice to take that very first round. And he looks like he's playing really solid right now, adapting really well to that mix from Blue, and is able to apply it right back and give him a taste of his own medicine.
Absolutely, very nicely done. Also, big thanks to Cheeksy. Glad you enjoy the Nightmare series. Hope you're having a good evening. We Play is done. They had a great set, really fun tournament. Got to see some interesting characters that we might not usually see, of course, given the circumstances, since it was a no mains allowed kind of deal. But now we are hopping into places where our players are going to be sweating it out. Nice throw here from Blue. Evens those health bars about, but still a little bit ahead so far. Okay, overhead connects, but like you said, he doesn't have that amplified ice ball, so he's not going to be able to go into combos from that, really, other than rising ice, which is a big risk that he was not willing to take on that, it looked like.
Yeah, really good command grab right there from Blue, and he's just still applying that overhead into low Peacemaker. He is relying on that, and it is working out for him most of the time. It just seems like Blue or AJ does not have an answer for it, and that's going to take that second round with the forward throw. Really smart. Yeah, AJ seems to be struggling with dealing with low Peacemaker. I believe Sub-Zero can punch it with slide if he does block it, if he gets a reversal right off the bat. So we have to see if he realizes that and starts checking him with it.
Ooh, okay, so tips from the commentary booth here. Silver with an idea, try to slide, punish it. I think that actually would work too. I do have a feeling that you might be right about that. That reversal slide, that might have been the attempt there, actually. You saw that standing 3 input, might have just been a missed input, goes for the overhead into the low. So the thing about comboing without the amplified ice ball, I think also to note real quick is, rising ice allows for a breakaway. So if Blue Link has the breakaway, I don't think AJ is going to be willing to take the risk. It's not necessarily going to be fully in his favor. Whereas amplified ice ball, you can still get your damage. But because he doesn't have it, I think he's going to go for other stuff like that creeping ice that he's been going for off of that overhead, at least while the defensive meter is available from Blue. Ooh, one more hit is all he needs, and that's going to do it. The brutality as well from AJ to put one on the board for the Lin Kuei.
Yeah, that was really smart near the end of that round. He actually did get a rising ice combo as you were talking about breakaway, and he went into a standing jab right into an uppercut, trying to keep the combo as short and sweet as possible while getting a good amount of damage, getting about 30%. I believe he might have heard you talking about how he has no way of keeping it unbreakable, so he's going for short, sweet combos that just still pack a lot of punch. So that's really smart from AJ, looking like how he adapted pretty well dealing with the mix from Blue. Now we have to see if Blue will be able to answer back, or will AJ just be taking this game, run with him.
Yeah, I think that one of the key things here is AJ is so talented with all of the ninjas. Blue kind of got through level 1 Rain, and Sub-Zero, a deadly foe in AJ's hands as well. And there's still Noob Saibot and Scorpion, I think, that could be waiting in the rafters there from AJ if Blue starts to turn this one around. I mean, we know AJ for his Scorpion, which we haven't seen a lot of this season, but this is the last chance to make it in through points. If AJ wins this, guaranteed spot, so AJ might be willing to bust out the Shirarayu blade if he needs to make sure that he makes it in and can skip that LCQ, because King Gambler is going to be in the LCQ. Deadly. Deadly, deadly King Gambler.
Yeah, King Gambler is certainly not someone to be slept on, but at the same time, AJ and Blue, both of these people are no slouches either. If any of them do have to enter the LCQ, they're going to be putting up just as much a fight as him, and it'd be very interesting to see who would be able to take that. Ooh, really good punish there on the ice ball, getting the breakaway from AJ. Now, it seems Blue was going for that acid board there, but did get stuffed, and now he's just getting punished severely from AJ right now.
Double ice ball combo. Also want to give a quick thanks to Striker for the sub as well that came through earlier while we were still on the starting screen. Much appreciated to my favorite player to watch. Absolutely thrilled when we get to see some Striker action. Hopefully we'll get to see some of that during the LCQ as well. And of course, Striker joined me on the mic earlier this week, so if you missed the pools, you can find the archive for that up on my YouTube channel as well, where me and Striker laid it down on the mic. Or no, it was, yeah, that was Striker. Did I tag the wrong person on it? I think I may have actually done it. That was Striker for pools. Yes. I'm confused, because I think I might have tagged Cleve earlier in the day now all of a sudden, and I don't think that's real. Whoops. My brain is just now putting together. Man, there's so many of you. That's the beauty of the Xbox community, though. We've grown, and there's so many more people that have kind of started to come out and say, hey man, I want to get a try. I want to get involved. And happy to have more and more of you guys come through and participate in this. I'm happy to see more players, more commentators. You know, I've been able to get myself a bit of a standing, and I'm gonna hold my foot and leave that door open for as many of the exiles to come through with me. Look at this comeback AJ's trying to mount right now. 315 jumps over the get up attack, which means there's gonna be no breakaway to stop this. Straight back to the corner, doesn't spend the KB, but now one hit away from turning around with a fatal blow.
We do have to watch out earlier, because in that first round, AJ did like a forward throw.
The madman!
Oh my god. He gets the overhead into fatal blow. That is going to give him the round. And in the first round, he did land a forward throw and got an escape failed. Oh, it doesn't kill.
Oh, but he tried to roll away! And he got hunted
and he doesn't even
down.
That was incredibly great read there from AJ, giving us a nice little bear to enjoy as he celebrates that victory on that game there.
Very nicely done. Yo, Valiant Shade been here since Nightmare Series #2. Great to hear. Got to get you on the mic here soon, too. I know we had a plan that kind of fell through, but we'll get another one here soon. Trying to get it arranged. You want to run winners finals right after. Yeah, we'll have to see what's going on. Shock's not here, by the way, so Dark Elite automatically advances in the bracket. We'll take care of that bracket stuff when we get there. But Shock is unable to play today, so that is one less match that will be happening here tonight, unfortunately. I don't know if this is AOT music. I think you might be... No, this isn't AOT music this time. At least it's not supposed to be. This is all stuff from the MK11 like trailers, kind of. Some of it is, some of it's from the same album, but it's like in that same vein.
So it looks like Blue giving up on the Air and Black, now swapping it to Fujin to try and deal with Sub-Zero. From what I've heard, a lot of people have been saying that in the Fujin Sub-Zero match, Fujin really suffers because Sub-Zero slide has a lot of answers. So maybe Blue knows something that we don't, rocking the Wind Push, Air Sinnoh, and Skywalker. So maybe he has some tech against Sub-Zero that we don't know about to see how he deals with this matchup. Blocking the slide, the raw slide from AJ, forcing the breakaway away. And he gets an opening, but doesn't convert it into a combo.
Oh, the jump in doesn't commit though. Will find a throw to get a little bit of damage here, and then just to back one into another throw. Blue Link tries to get out of the corner, but AJ backed up, so the roll didn't get him out of there. The get-up attack to try to get him off of him doesn't hit either.
And there's the classic of AJ, hit him with that micro duck, converting it immediately into a combo.
You see, AJ threw him out of the corner with the slide amp, and then Blue skywalked right back into the corner. Maybe he does feel more comfortable back there.
AJ has just been, wow, really good read on that up 2 there, punishing him, but not converting it to the combo for the win. And now Blue is just playing it safe, moving back and forth, doesn't want to commit to anything too risky and not get punished. Wow, great read on the cancel there, but Blue is going to call out his stagger, and now he's going to, I believe, maybe take the round with Fatal Blow. The skulls and shields are going to matter here.
Oh, definitely. That little last hit at the wind is enough. That little flick from the wind, it rarely is enough to kill, but that time around, Blue Link got just enough damage to get him here the round. It does mean Fatal Blow is off the table, so you do have to worry about that, but I mean, a round is absolutely worth it. Yo, what the fuck? Junkbox, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
The madness from Junkbox. The great Junkbox. We've missed him around here. He's been off traveling the lands, doing some, I believe, some lighting for some bands, having some fun. But my goodness, Junk coming back in style. I've missed you, man. I've missed you. Got to get you on the mic here again soon. Thank you so much.
Really good. That was such a good false block on that jump in by Blue. Did drop the combo or force AJ to breakaway there, and then caught him with a throw. Both of these guys have really been catching each other or opening each other up with a lot of throws. Seems to be just everyone's like catching each other with every single mistake, and haven't seen a single throw crushing blow yet though, which is kind of amazing with how many throws have been caught here. Wow.
There's a KB though.
Speaking of KBs, Blue just told me to shut my mouth as he decides to hit AJ with that. Now we're going on to a game 5. Let's see if AJ will be swapping to his Shirai Ryu brethren, or is he going to stick it out with the Lin Kuei?
Yo, all right, there we go. That works. That works, Junk. That works. Much appreciated, Junkbox. I really thank you so much. Also, thank you for the follows. Where glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series. How's it going? Not very good. Hope you're having a good evening. Hope you had some fun checking out We Play. Man, those matches were crazy. Junk, did you get to see some We Play? There was some RoboCop going down. RoboCop was out there just capping fools. I think RoboCop actually died a couple times too, but Arn Kratos was having some fun with the bot, that's for sure.
Wow, so AJ actually is going to be swapping back to swapping to Scorpion.
Oh, he brought out the final boss?
Match.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the final boss is coming out. Helport Cancel plus Sinblade. This is the final fight, and AJ is going all out to make sure Blue does not advance and send him down to the loser's bracket.
Yeah, you woke the dragon on this one. Let's hope Blue Link is ready. Got that wind sword nice and sharp. AJ got the drip as well, the white Scorpion. I love it. First hit is going to go to AJ. Forces a breakaway to happen.
Wow, catches him with that little flip kick, and now this is where everyone fears. As soon as Scorpion gets in on you, you are just in Stagger City. If you guess wrong once, you're either a full combo or a crushing blow.
I'm surprised AJ wasn't able to hunt that Skywalk down. I don't know if teleport doesn't hit high enough in the air to catch if you were to teleport in on it, or like a spear, he could have just skywalked right over it, but nonetheless, not gonna happen. There's the escape failed. That's a uh-oh.
Really good read. Oh, and the micro duck, the Scorpion brothers. That is their main source of opening you up. You make one mistake, you are getting micro ducked for a full combo. AJ scouts that out and is now on set point, looking to advance on to winners finals.
Challenge, okay. Kicky string. I like all the animations that this character has too. They did such a great job with making Fujin just so fun to watch. I don't care if this character is even on broken levels of Jackie. It is fun to watch every single time. Yo, Jump!
Yeah.
What are you doing? Are you kidding me, Jump? That is going straight into the prize pot. So now the prize pot is, oh man, math. It's at like almost $700. That is insane. God. That is insane. You know, if we get another $300 tonight, you guys will save Hijinks, and everybody will qualify if you guys put that in. If we make it to 1K. By the way, just putting it out there. If we make it to 1K, you save everybody.
Wow. Oh my god.
Yo, what is happening?
AJ is going to be taking that game, moving on, and sending Blue Links to the losers bracket. GG's to both players. But oh my god, the junk box. What the hell?
Jeez, Junk.
Everyone give a big shout. We're going to give a big shout out to the junk box. This man is incredible.
Of course.
He's always there for the community. Everyone give a big love to the junk box. Give this man a follow. He is an incredible addition to this community, and we all love him very much.
Oh my god. And you know, Junkbox has been such a integral part of the success of this series as well. Just, you know, everything about what we're able to do here, I don't do it alone, and Junkbox has definitely been a big part of how everything we've been able to do just works around here. So, man, I cannot thank Junkbox enough. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Lightning is turned off, so I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with that. But we are taking a look at our bracket. It usually is animated. I think you guys see this too, right? The lightning is gone. I'll try to fix that. But we got Blue Link and Nature. We're going to go ahead and pop the scores in for that one. Get those predictions drawn out for those of you guys. And then we will be moving into our next set, which is Hijinks versus Blaze. So Hijinks versus Blaze is going to be coming up after this. So I'm going to have those invites out, and we will be right back with that action. Although, quickly though, while we're on this page, can we take a look at our points? I think our points are really important. Actually, they're over here. All right, let's take a look at our points over here. So if you take a look at our points here, and you see those from 5th down, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, they are all jockeying for that position to kind of make it in here tonight. So, and then Hijinks in 10th place as well can technically make it. So points are neck and neck right now. And it's going to be very important who kind of makes it through here on this next one. If Hijinks can survive here, that's going to be big. If he gets dropped into the loser's bracket, there may be some problems for him that he's going to be facing. And then also in our loser's bracket, Blue Link and Dark Elite are going to have to fight each other, since Blue Link has just lost here. So that is going to mean that one of them is definitely not qualifying, and it is whoever falls in that fight between the two of them, since they're tied.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very scary in this, and especially in this matchup, because Blaze, we have seen, especially in the Junkyard Brawl, he has been killing it against Jackies with that Aaron Black. He's been putting in that work. He's been making sure none of those shenanigans get put up against him, and he's always found an answer of getting past it. And we'll have to see, does Hijinks have anything new to bring to the table, or is he just going to fall to just as another one of victims to like Blaze's just powerful playstyle?
Yeah, Blaze has been looking pretty strong as of late. This is his first top 8 winner side in a while. Definitely his first one this season. But he has been actually doing quite a decent job. I want to say he was playing different characters this time as well. So just insane stuff here from Blaze. And, you know, Blaze is somebody that has been around since the beginning. Before we were even the Nightmare series, before MK11 was even announced back in the MKX days, Blaze has been grinding it out, and really happy to see him making some big finishes. And are you fucking kidding me? Junk, nobody else can see this right now because I got the stupid picture covering it up, but did Junk just drop another $100 into the fucking prize pot? That is fucking insane.
Shit.
That is insane. Well, I gotta say, I think Junk just saved everybody. Because, like, between that and the gifted, which are going into the prize pool, I think that Junk might have just saved everybody.
Oh my god. Everyone show this man some love. Everyone in the chat right now, send your love to the Junks box, because this man deserves every single ounce of it. This man is a great addition to the community. We all love him. I honestly wouldn't be here commentating alongside Dream right now if it wasn't for this man, because he has given us everything. He's shown us all of our love, been just a joy to everyone, smiles on everyone's faces, entertaining. Junk is a god and incredible, and I love this man.
Glad to have you back, Junk. Glad to have you back. Does look like our competitors are here, though. And before I get too distracted figuring out this math, let's go ahead and get this matchup so that you guys can see what's about to go down as Hijinks versus Blaze gets underway. And we'll also play this on here so that you guys can see it. I think it'll do it again. Yep, there it is. Junkbox's notification coming through for the extra, even more cash going into that prize pool. That is huge. Yes, I got 200 for the prize pool, plus like 20 gifted subs, and my Twitch payouts going into the prize pool as well. So I'm pretty sure I'll throw some extra money in, and let's do another 1K finale. I think we can make it happen. I think I can do it. Let's do another 1K finale. So the drama, we'll see. Hold on. I still want the players to play like they didn't qualify. So we won't make it easy on them just yet, but I might be able to write a check for the rest to get us to 1K.
And looking at this, Blaze actually going Johnny Cage instead of the Aaron Black that we're used to, but Hijinks not showing any confusion or anything at the character pick and starting off really strong, going off with a nice 34% combo.
I'm intrigued by seeing Blaze play a lot more of this Johnny Cage play. Like his Johnny, we don't see it ever until this week, right? This seems to be the debut that he's made it for competitive sake, and it's gotten him here into top 8. Unfortunately, not going to find a round here on this first one, but I am definitely intrigued by the concept of Blaze kind of abandoning Aaron Black, because here's the deal when it comes to Blaze. Blaze started with Aaron Black and MKX, continued to play the Cowboy all throughout, even up until now in MK11, so that Aaron Black loyalty goes deep, and to see it changed is an interesting fact, but it looks like it could be working out for Blaze. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, Munchie, as well. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series.
Yeah, fully agree with you there. As long as I've seen Blaze play, I have never seen him play anyone other than Aaron Black. This is the first time I've seen him play someone else. So it's very interesting seeing how he plays Johnny, but it seems maybe he's not too comfortable with it yet, since Hijinks just steamrolled right through that first game, just taking it with ease.
I think definitely these are one of those characters that, like, Jackie's one of those ones that it's a real test of, like, okay, you're picking up Johnny, how in tune are you with Johnny? Because your ability to deal with, like, what do you know about Johnny's tools for dealing with the way that he has to deal with Jackie? Jackie, I think, is a character that if you haven't done your homework on how your character deals with with her setups, it can be very difficult to find your way out of them, because those setups just keep looping back into themselves if you don't make your way out of it. So this is a big test for Blaze to see, okay, you're switching to Johnny. How dedicated are you to Johnny? How much of the time have you spent in the lab doing some of the more, maybe less fun to practice, but still necessary stuff? Like, it's fun to do the big sunglasses combo. I can do a big dumb sunglasses combo, but can I get Jackie off of me? And we're about to find out if Blaze has taken the time to figure out how his character deals with that. We know he can do it with Johnny, or with Aaron, but Aaron has some other struggles in this matchup that it looks like Blaze is looking to avoid.
Yeah, I do see that he has Rising Star, which, honestly, if he does time it right, it should be a good answer to Jackie just jumping in full screen, trying to get the pressure going. And it's all just a matter of if he's willing. Oh, wow, big crushing blow there from Hijinks. Just willing to spend that off right off the bat. Now having Blaze in the corner and not letting him get out, using that short hop for added pressure.
Jackie also has one of the faster short hops in the game. You know, not everybody has them that are that quick. Even offline, we see it happening in We Play this weekend with Jackie players still finding the connection there with that short hop when most others were getting blocked. Okay, point blank. Right now, Jackie is a little bit behind in life, but has the fatal blow to worry about.
Really good flawless block there, but no meter to actually convert it, and that might have actually cost him right there.
Yo, Cheeksy grabbing some more money for the prize pool as well. Thank you very much for that donation. Gonna throw that in the pot for our players here as well. Definitely want to make sure that they get a piece of that love. Very, very much appreciated though, Cheeksy. Glad you're having some fun checking out the Nightmare series. The Xbox community unfortunately doesn't get as much love, but you know, we're here to definitely make sure that we've got a home for the Exiles. It might not be the big grand stage, but it is still a stage nonetheless, and we have a good time out here. That's what's important. Ooh, okay. Gonna use the get up attack to prevent the flawless from happening, but oh no, the chin check.
Wow.
And no breakaway to stop this. Hijinks not gonna be able to get a full conversion. I think, can you actually even do that? Like air thing into plasma and then land and keep going?
That combo does work, but Hijinks didn't have the meter to actually convert off that, so it just awkwardly dropped right there in the corner. I think he was hoping that it would come back just in time, but it went on just a second too early.
Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, there you go, Hijinks with the same exact response. Silver knew, but Hijinks letting us know as well directly from himself. Oh, you know what? You're right, Desads. I didn't even get to do it. It happened so quickly. Well, I mean, I'll put them in. Blaze could still turn this around.
Yeah, Hijinks taking this over 2-0 at the moment. Let's see if Blaze is going to go back to Johnny, or is he going to go back to his Aaron Black? and see if he can make a comeback here. But as it stands right now, Hijinks is running away with this game, with not leaving Blaze any room for pushing back.
Blaze considering it now. Johnny has not been working for him here. I think what he's considering now is, do we take the time to go and actually switch back to Aaron Black? And that's what he's going to do. We are going to see the Cowboy for one final ride here.
It's all down to this. Either Blaze is going to be, no matter what, Blaze is going to be locked on Aaron Black for the rest of the set. Hijinks, if he does lose, has the option to change to anyone else. I don't believe that he will. He's just going to stick to Jackie the entire time.
No, this ain't combat.
But no matter what, yeah, Blaze is perma stuck on Aaron Black.
Maybe he was trying to lure him in with the Johnny player, get him comfortable, and now he's got some different answers. Plus frames off the boot. And I'm just swinging with the... Oh, did you see that weird teleport on that to get in for the interactable? But good defense from Hijinks.
Already off the bat, it looks like Blaze is way more comfortable with Aaron Black in this matchup. He seems to be keeping Hijinks in check a lot more already. May have gotten hit with a combo there, but he's not letting Hijinks get away with as much shenanigans as he was getting away with previously. Really good flawless block on the jump in.
Okay. Finds a hit. Oh, but there it is. Rolls away. The plasma on the ground. You do have to look out for it. And you should look at that. You see Hijinks just going for jab, jab, jab. Down one, just trying to lock him in that plasma to burn him out. There's more plasma on the ground. Now Blaze has Fatal Blow queued up, and now a hit from it will kill. But he's got to actually get the hit. Not going to happen that time. Hijinks looking for plasma on the ground again, and finds it there.
Wow.
It's that quick spill of the Slurpee, all it takes.
Just caught the big toe right there and was able to secure that round. Now going to set point for Hijinks, and just immediately right off the bat, Blaze with a boot. Oh my god. Isn't that... I believe that uppercut is supposed to be punishable, right?
The Shoryuken uppercut thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, hers is punishable. It's got like 0 block stun on it, so it feels weird when you can actually, like, you can move way before you're comfortable and typically moving. It's very strange. But yes, it is definitely punishable.
Yeah. I've always seen whenever Jackie goes for that, they always get that uppercut crushing blow. And it just seems no different here with Hijinks showing us that people still don't know how to deal with that uppercut on block. And that's going to be it. Hijinks is going to take it 3-0 over Blaze in dominating fashion. Hijinks showing that he is going to qualify no matter what. No one is going to hold him down and prevent him from getting that placement guaranteed.
Yeah, this is big for Hijinks now. Guaranteed 3rd place, a lot of points for him, and he's the one that has the weirder kind of goal or whatever instead of win conditions here for what's going to happen. Now, Hijinks would like to run the winners finals match because he has another event that he's in. I am inclined to oblige those kind of requests, so I'd like to do that. We do, of course, need to make sure that AJ can play right now. So is AJ able to play right now? If AJ can play right now, then we can run that match right now. Otherwise, we'll have to, wait till later. It does look like we're hearing that AJ is currently playing in it, so AJ can't play right now. So I've got a bracket to. Well, man, I'm annoyed because I never fixed this, the lightning, and I don't know. Wait, hold on. Maybe Oh, I fixed it. All right, hold on. I fixed it. We're good. All right, we'll go back to the bracket. And now I can fix the names on it too. Okay, we're good.
All right, perfect.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get some invites out to Crispy Fungus and Justin. Crispy Fungus and Justin are going to be our next matches. Zythshock's not here, so Dark Elite automatically advances on that one. But Crispy Fungus and Justin are going to be coming up next. So we'll actually get some predictions in the chat for them as well, and get those invites out.
So I know, just like AJ, Justin's has really been also an amazing Scorpion. It's incredible how both of them play Scorpion, but they play exactly different playstyles from each other. AJ's more of that sort of rush down, in your face, making you always guess type of playstyle, and Justin's kind of like more laid back, wait for you to mess up and punish you hard. And also playing with Rain, and they do have that similar dynamic as well. So it's really interesting to see how these two guys play their characters, but they play the same but different at the same exact time, and it's always incredible to see. And wow, oh, wow.
All right, so I'm just popping these numbers in here while we wait for our competitors to join us. So it looks like we have Justin here, just waiting on Crispy Fungus to hop in then. Oh, damn.
Yeah, Crispy Fungus is certainly no slouch either. Always putting in that work with, it's been Joker recently and Kano as well. I believe he likes playing Kano against Justin's and AJ, if I'm correct, right?
It looks like we got a bunch of coins going in for the MKX Revival Tournament halfway there. So if you guys got some coins to spare and you would like to see us run an MKX or an Injustice tournament here, go ahead and drop those coins in the bucket for the Injustice and MKX Revival tournaments. We'll try to run one of those in the future here. I honestly enjoy both of those games a ton as well, so I would be happy to run a classic throwback event. Still waiting on Crispy Fungus. Where you at, Crispy? Oh, wait, hold on. Is there a possibility that Crispy Fungus is playing in some other tournament right now too? Does anybody know? I mean, we know AJ is playing. I assume AJ is not fighting Crispy Fungus on stream right now though. So Crispy Fungus should be able to hop in here.
Let's see if I can hit him up and see where he's at.
Because we got Justin ready to go. Yo, thank you for the follow, Brian. Oh, and look at that. Injustice also hitting the 50% mark as well. He hasn't spoken in the chat for the other one. He messaged me about trying to play a bit. He wanted to play first, but, you know, we usually run the winner side matches first, so wasn't going to break protocol just yet. There's something else happening on the PlayStation side, but I don't know what it is. It might be some ESL thing or something. That's what I assume it is. People are using the word PlayStation. So I think the PlayStation is the ESL stuff. So that might be what's going on. You just played Crispy in Combat League? Alright, well, I'm going to see if he wants to just DQ then. Because he technically is guaranteed to qualify. So, you know, there is no one else before you, Crispy Fungus. There's only one other game before you. It's Dark Elite and Blue Link. So we can run one other game before you. So would it be easier for you to play right now and get it over with? Because you're not on the stream right now? Or would it be easier for us to run another set and then if you're not able, we have to DQ you? Because we can technically run the Blue Link versus Dark Elite match, but if you're not ready after that, we have to DQ you. Like, we got to keep the show going. Also, because it sounds like that we have like a bit of a time limit with the. You said there's some other event happening, so I want to get done before that starts, or that starts getting in the way of people too, or at least get as many people done with as we can. So, I guess we're gonna go with Blue Link and Justin, or Blue Link and Dark Elite, because Crispy did not say he wants to do that thing. Unless he starts talking right now. So we're gonna, Justin, if you could back out. Okay, you run the set. If I can't make it, then DQ me. Okay, so we're gonna run the Blue Link and Dark Elite set, and then if Crispy's not able to play, then he unfortunately will DQ out. Like I said, Crispy is guaranteed to qualify, so he is like the one player here tonight that can afford to, you know, not actually play if it comes down to it. So, you know, it shouldn't be a heartbreaker for him. The players that can't afford, though, are definitely Blue Link and Dark Elite, who are going to get in here, and they have to fight one another. They have to duke it out here. So this is going to be interesting to see which one of them makes it out alive. I'm going to get these predictions reset. There we go. And we will run a new one here instead for Blue Link versus Dark Elite now.
Yeah, Dark Elite, probably one of, if not the best Scarlet out there at the moment. Has been killing it with constant top 8s everywhere he's gone. He has been saying though that he may stop picking Scarlet as his main and may swap to Cetrion. So I'm not sure if we're going to be. I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing Cetrion today or if he's going to tough it out with Scarlet. So we will have to see that. Blue Lynx, once again, really great spawn, has really good Fujin, has good Nightwolf. So we'll have to wait and see which one he's going to pick in this scenario. I know spawn, as a spawn player myself, I do know that the Spawn and Scarlet match is very unfavorable for Spawn. It's just really easy for Scarlet to keep him out. It's all just going to be a matter of who Blue Lynx is feeling to play in this matchup, and if he does play, how is he going to adjust to Dark Elite's very interesting playstyle when it comes to interactables and just his spacing entirely with Scarlet.
Yeah, Dark Elite, a master of the interactables as well, so gonna need to be very careful when you let your opponent get near them. Oh wait, whoops, that's the wrong spot for the name. See that? His score got huge. Yo, what's going on, Butler?
I have learned from experience, never get easy when Dark is around an interactable, because I have lost an entire match just because he hit that meter burn and interactable at the same time.
Oh. Alright, looks like they are here and ready to go, though, so let's hop into the action. Blue Link versus Dark Elite, and this is a incredibly important match for both of these players. Loser does not make it into the finale. Likely. We'll see. Probably actually not going to happen because of all the generosity from Junkbox, but loser is, we're going to pretend that they are not going to make it into the finale here. So this is incredibly important that they bring out all the stops and make it through this opponent, because this is the player standing in their way. These players are right now tied for points. They obviously cannot tie again, as one of them is going to finish higher than the other. So this is a crucial match, one of the most important of the night. Shout out to Junk though, because don't tell the players, I still want them to play really hard, but we're going to raise the prize pool up to 1,000 and everybody qualifies anyway. But shh, that's a secret.
So we are going to be having Dark Elite going to his signature Scarlet and Blue Link going straight back to Fujin. Honestly, his Fujin was playing really well against AJ, so I believe he feels he can keep that momentum from that set and bring it in to carry him through the losers bracket against Dark Elite. Once again, Dark Elite, no slouch of his own, should be able to go toe-to-toe with Blue, and this should be a really interesting match, really back and forth, and we'll have to see how it goes.
I like Fujin as the pick. Fujin's going to be able to get over like 3 out of 4 of the fireballs outright, and I think if you skywalk properly, you can get around the Blood Tongue as well. So the zoning game plan that Dark Elite is so notorious for, not going to be as effective when Fujin can kind of avoid a lot of that. Dark Elite, though, no slouch up close and personal either. We'll see how the Blood Witch fares with the Wind God coming out from Blue Link. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, George here, as well as Special J Edward. Glad you guys are having fun checking out the Nightmare series here today.
Yeah, not only that, but as well as you can skywalk over, you gotta look out for that wind pull, that back tube.
Yep.
Scarlet gets caught out in one bad scenario, just like now. He's going to convert that into a combo and punish you very dearly every single time.
Half-screen normals. They are incredibly deadly. One of the stronger traits of Fujin, and there we go. Blue Link gonna close it out with that tornado at the end. Nicely done. And of course, he's got solid positioning here as well. Dark Elite teleports out of the corner, though, successfully. Not able to get much done afterward.
Really good restand combo right there. Trying to go for mix-ups for the Skywalker cancel. Dark Elite not being phased and is going to just block that, and we're going right back to neutral. Blue Link's coming in with the back throw. No escape failed, though. Dark Elite, wow. That was such a good cancel into reading the
And
button
shield.
press from Dark Elite, and then uppercutting for the KB. That
Very
was
nicely
really
done.
smart there.
Hey, so here's something that was happening in replay, from my understanding. I think it was Azerbaijan was using Sonya's parry to blow up amplified warp needle. Can
Yes, that is
Scarlet
correct.
do the same thing? Is Scarlet's parry fast enough to interrupt warp needle? I think that, for example, Rain can evaporate through the amplify now because that starts up in 8 frames, and I think that's what the startup is of. Because otherwise Sonya would be able to parry flawless block gaps, and she can't do that. Not all of them, at least. So I think that it must be a minimum 8. So I think if as long as the parry is 8 frames, you can get in that gap there.
Well, I will say Sonya's parry is 7 frames. Is a 7 frame.
Oh, Sonya's
startup, so
is 7? Oh, okay.
It's a 7 frame, so it is it actually can punish a lot of things. Like with Johnny Cage, if he does the forward
interesting.
3, 4, 4, up 4, she can actually parry that final kick. So there's a lot of like interesting moves that Sonya actually has the ability to
I'm
parry.
surprised we
that
don't see
a lot
more of that
characters
then.
don't.
I guess I hadn't actually done enough research. I assumed that it was 8, because that's how evaporate works, because otherwise you could flawless block, or you could just evaporate through everything for Rain. But
Yeah.
Thoughtler saying that Sonya can parry all gaps, that is huge. I guess you have to use the proper parry, you know, not all gaps are, but I mean, that seems pretty wild. I'm surprised we don't see more of that, actually. Nonetheless, though, not going to work for Scarlet, though, according to Thoughtler as well. So that parry, not going to be fast enough for Scarlet to do that. And there it is, the Skywalker getting over that Blood Tongue. So the only projectile that I think might somehow, like, that isn't going to be easily gotten over, still can be avoided as well. So the projectile game from Dark Elite definitely going to be hampered by the fact that, you know, he can just run over and avoid all of it. And Scarlet, for all those projectiles, doesn't have like an upward get out of the air projectile like some other characters do. RoboCop, right? The gun up there.
Yeah, and Blue is doing a really great job right now of keeping Dark Elite in that back 1 range and that just sword swipe. As long as he has him in that range, he can't have it will prevent Dark Elite from having that projectile game going, making sure he can't really move around and force him to play Blue's game and keep him with these mix-ups with the Skywalker, with just regular throws, and actually calling out the interactable right there, not getting a punish, but actually drops the punish right there. He could have won the round. And let's see if Dark can take that as a sign of life to actually bring the round back. Really good forward throw, maybe starting to get that momentum back here. Timer's running really close to running out, almost a chip out, and actually getting the overhead to take the round. What a nice clutch there from Dark Elite.
Ooh, got the hit there. That is unfortunate for Dark Elite. And the interactable coming out. I mean, you had to know it was going to happen. It's Dark Elite, and he's near anything he can get his hands on. Definitely going to be interacting his way out of that one. A lot of meter being spent by both players here, though. Blue still has some left. Warp Needle keeps him on standing.
I'm sorry. I am in shock right now. I don't know if anyone else. That was a great interactable there by Dark Elite.
He's so good at knowing when he's at the interactables, even mid-combo, to be able to just bust them out and maximize that damage. That's going to do more damage, typically, than any other combo ender other than a Fatal Blow.
Yeah, I bet you he's playing with interactable sound cues on, so he always knows when he's nearby. So he always is able to get that punish, and that's Fatal Blow, and that's going to take it.
Nicely done.
Wow.
Did Blue
That
win
was
the first
incredibly
game?
good color.
Or is this game 2, or is that only game 1?
This is game 2. I believe
think
it's
Blue
1.
won the first. Okay, I knew I missed something there. I'm pretty sure that I saw Fujin win, but I like the adjustment here from Dark Elite to kind of realize that, okay, the zoning approach is not going to work as much, so I need to kind of do a better job of holding my ground. You saw a bit more of those plus frames here that he was going with, and ultimately, you know, the interactables even from Dark Elite able to churn out enough damage to stay in the fight, and that is going to be Dark Elite answering back. I just want to make sure so I'm not high. Okay, yep. So Dark Elite tying it up 1-1. Yes, these are first to 3 sets the whole way. Obviously, Grand Finals has a potential to be reset, but it's first to 3 on both sides of the reset as well. Thank you so much for the follow, Nerd405, Flatliner, and Chaotix as well. Glad you guys are having fun checking out the Nightmare series here as we see what the Xbox side of the tracks has to offer.
Yeah, going back to that last game, I don't believe anyone did see that, but at the start of that second round, Dark Elite went for a low poke right off the bat, and Blue Link immediately reading that responded, flawless blocked it, and up two and started converting that into a combo. Really good awareness there from Blue, and it may actually stop Dark Elite from going for these pokes right off the bat because is showing that he has an answer to it right away.
All right, here we go. Game number 3, a character switch coming in from Blue Link side. Now he is playing as, of course, his Spawn. This is one of the characters we've seen a lot of from him this season, and just the damage capabilities of this character are no joke.
Yeah, the way he can get his damage off, any sort of mistake you make, Spawn is going to be punishing you for 40 to 45% every single touch if you do not break away. The hardest part for this matchup, though, is getting in, and just like that, he jumps over the blood trail, and look at that,
477? That is insane. Dark Elite opting not to break out of any of that either, and I mean, essentially, if he gets hit again, he'll die once the meter's back from Blue, so that is insane damage.
Yeah. Had Blue actually not hit the jump in attack there, that entire combo would have done 48%. Really smart breakaway there from Dark Elite, knowing that would have cost him the game had he let that combo rock. And that actually might kill.
Ooh, I think he might be alive, actually. Yeah, it's a little bit too close to 50% here. This is going to hit for around, like, 45. So, still going to be alive. The shield's definitely playing a role. And the YOLO charge! No way!
God.
What a wild play from Blue Link. But here's the thing. I mean, if that got blocked, he was dead anyway. You know, like... So sometimes you just gotta do it. The Nikes are laced up on Blue today.
Yeah, that was incredibly smart there. And now reading the throw and getting the jab crushing blow right there from
no breakaway. This is gonna be damage. He's gonna have a breakaway here, but is it worth it? Nope, he's not gonna opt out of that. 46. Jeez. Dark Elite running out of health to work with. It is Scarlet. She can get some back if she can find some hits here, though.
Yeah, Blue is playing this entire matchup phenomenally right now. He's making sure to slowly get his way in and keeping Scarlet in that standing 3 range, so she can't really do anything unless she calls out the stagger or if she guesses right on that projectile. Not quite enough to kill, but he's going for the raising hell to take that game. Really great play there from Blue Linkies.
I think what happened is Dark Elite might have been looking to duck underneath the fireballs, which are a common play from Spawn players to use the chains into fireballs. And here, also, I don't think Blue used the low chain until then. I think that might have been the first time he did it. So Dark Elite, at least I didn't know that the low chain was even in the arsenal, that he had it equipped. So when he finally did pull it out, just Dark Elite wasn't ready for it. And that is going to close out the round in Blue Link's favor. Now 1 game away from sending Dark Elite not only home, but out of the finale. Don't worry, Dark Elite, we got you.
Yeah, that's really smart from Blue, keeping that low chain, as you said yourself, keeping that low chain a secret until the very end where it really mattered. He's showing that he doesn't need to rely on that mix-up to open you up. He is just going to pressure you into trying to force your way out, and once you do, hey, you're not close enough to hit him, and that's combo city for Spawn, and you're just gone in 2 touches. So that's really smart from Blue, keeping that spacing going, and keeping his cards in his sleeve until the time is right.
Alright, so looks like we're going to be having Blaze versus Justin after this. Crispy, unfortunately, not going to make it back. But, of course, Crispy already qualified, so he can afford to kind of sit this one out and put his pieces on the table kind of in other positions, right, where he hasn't qualified yet. Perhaps in, like, this $1,000 tournament I think that they're playing in or whatever's going on. PlayStation. That there are so many events happening in the MKverse. If you have an Ethernet cable and MK, there is almost no excuse to not compete because there's got to be something that fits your schedule, including Outworld TV, where they just like wrap it around your schedule. You tell them which time you want, you're in there. You might not be after tonight, but right now, yes, you were first in points at the start of today. After tonight, it might not happen. Well, with Zythchalk also not playing, and Izzy and Dark Elite, or Izzy and Scorpion not here, you could still actually be in the top still, but Yeah, you did great, Crispy Fungus. This was a good season for you. You can afford to chill.
So Dark Elite taking that first round, and this is exactly where Spawn doesn't want to be in this matchup. You get him past that stand 3 range, and Scarlet just has all the time in the world to just keep him away. Spawn really has no answers, but really great roll there. That is a true combo, unbreakable. Really smart there for making sure. He probably could have gotten more damage there, but that was still smart to keep it unbreakable just in case.
Too far. Nicely done. Dark Elite gonna catch him. Keeps us all unbreakable as well. But look at the damage. Unbreakable and still 28%.
Wow, that was so lucky that the parry ended right when he went for that combo. That could have been really bad for Blue Linkies. Blue keeping that pressure going. Dark trying to get past the fireballs, but no luck, and that's going to be the round. Really good fatal blow right there from Dark Elite. I believe that should tie up the score 2-2, if I'm correct.
Yes, indeed.
So we are going to be moving on to another game 5. Going now, let's see if Blue is confident in his spawn to think he wants to keep going out and just making some slight adjustments to make sure he stays in on Dark, or is he going to move on to another character that he thinks may have the answer to dealing with this?
I'm not sure, because, like, we know Dark Elite has been, or not Dark Elite, we know Blue Link has been really strong with his spawn this season in particularly. So, I don't know. I don't see it like, but as strong as he's been with Spawn, we also know he plays many characters. He's not just a player of Spawn, right? He's got a handful of others, so if he feels more confident in a different matchup, we could see, or hidden, or a random select. What is this? No, he's not going to do it. He's still making some decisions here. I think, honestly, I thought Fujin did all right. But, I mean, obviously Spawn did pretty decent as well. It brought a game home for, I mean, both characters brought a W home in Blue Link's name. Collector as well, another character that he's fond of.
Yeah, it's very interesting. He's going to Gearus, though. I know Gearus does have the potential of...
This is how he made top
back.
8, by the way, is he just busted out his Gearus all of a sudden, and he made top 8 using this. Thank you for the follow, I'm a lonely girl. That sounds like a trap if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, Gearus, a great answer for Scarlet, has a way of keeping up with her zoning, and once he gets in, it's honestly hard for Scarlet to get him off. He just has so many answers to her and can keep up basically every part of the screen.
Yep. Yo, thank you also for the follow, Cerebus.
Dark Elite, no slouch when it comes to these matchups, though. Always has a way of adapting his own playstyle to each character he has to face. And we'll have to see if Blue will be able to make the right read of switching to Scar. Wait, what was that? Did he just duck under that entire string by of Blue?
I was looking at something else.
It looked like he went for that forward 2-1 string, and the second hit just got low profiled by Scarlet and punished immediately.
Ooh, interesting.
Does anyone have
a tiny hitbox?
Oh, she can duck it. That's something.
Well,
that is
look, if
something
anybody's
that
gonna know
Blue's
it, Dark Elite is gonna know it, right? I'm sure Dark Elite watches the Aziz videos, and I mean, we all know Aziz is the one who told us all that, right? Can we all just agree on the same reality that we all learned that from Aziz? So, you know, if you're paying attention, which I'm sure Dark Elite is, he knows about some of the more nuanced matchup things, and nice little use of that from Dark Elite.
A good adaptation. Oh wow!
Oh no, the drop at the end though.
That's a big drop. It could shift the momentum in Blue's favor. We'll have to see. Getting a nice combo, forcing the breakaway out, and now he's trying to just keep that momentum up on Dark Elite. That's a crushing blow right there. 34% on a counter or punish. That is huge right now. Dark Elite trying to force his way out.
He's got Fatal Blow available. He won't even need it, I don't think. I don't think he's going to spend... Okay, he will. Okay. Because he could have done the forward 1 crushing blow, but he would have sent him out of the corner in that process, and the scaling on the up 2 might not have trusted it. So I like that Blue Link is just going to guarantee the kill here. We've seen a couple of players, I think Dark Elite on that list in particular, kind of try to hang on to the Fatal Blow, and it cost them big time when they just didn't get the round in the end. Ooh, wrong spacing on that Blood Tongue. Blue's gonna find a throw here, and Gears' throw loops very deadly. He's right next to you after his throws, both of them, forward and back. Here's another one. Coolest throw animation in the game, too. I love it.
I love it. Just dunks you down and just leaves you right in front. Could lead to another throw. And that was actually really smart. After that first throw, he backed off, baiting a jump from Dark Elite, and then went back in, put him right back in the throw loops.
And it's got a brutality on it, dude. He'll plant a Scarlet tree if he does the brutal. It's so tight.
Back when I used to play Gears, that was by far my favorite brutality from him.
All right, full screen gameplay here now. Dark Elite has the advantage. Blue rolls through the blood trail, but he's still got to get through a little bit more obstacles. Oh, Dark Elite just lets him in. Back to the throw loops. Now, Dark Elite has full defensive meter, so you got to look out for get-up attacks. He went for wake-up throw jump. Oh, no.
And returns an uppercut of his own to take it. Dark Elite going to take that 3-2 and sending Blue Link home without the points needed to qualify. Don't worry, we got you, Blue. Your check's in the mail.
Man.
But that was still great play from both players.
Yeah, that ending there, you know, Blue was ready with the flawless block launch. Of course, Dark Elite had the meter to get out of it, and because of that, able to survive. So that is going to be Dark Elite moving on. Let's go ahead and hop back over to our bracket here, and we're going to get our next set of invites out then, which is going to be Blaze versus Justin. So Blaze versus Justin coming up in just a moment.
Yeah, and that was Blue was really adapting to Dark Elite at the end there. He's always flawless blocking everything that Dark was throwing at him. He was immediately flawless blocking and answering with, but just the damage over time from what Dark Elite was pushing on him was just too much for him to handle, and he just couldn't keep up. And moving on to Justice and Blaze, should be very interesting. Are we not sure if we're going to see the Scorpion from Justin's or if he's going to be going Rain after the start. Blaze maybe going back to that Johnny Cage that we did see earlier, maybe have more confidence against one of those ninjas, or is he going to go straight back to Aaron Black? We were going to have to see. Either way, I am kind of excited for this match because I do enjoy watching both of these players play. They do bring a sense of like a nice, like, unique playstyle to their characters that you don't really see from anybody else. So it should be very enjoyable to watch.
Absolutely. I, of course, as a fellow Rain player, he's the character that I've been kind of picking up and playing a lot more of since Ultimate dropped. I am always keen on getting a chance to watch some of the better players than I go to town with the character that I play so that I can learn a couple new things and tricks, and AJ and Justin have been great examples of Rain play for me to look at, and in fact, I've actually kind of adjusted my build a little bit here, trying to kind of, you know, get in line with what they're doing. So they've got the Geyser Palm, which I hadn't been using. I used it early and then kind of, you know, took a step back from it because it I thought I was seeing some better or different damage from the Hydro Boost, but now I'm actually using the two of them together, and while I do lose some of the utility from the other moves that I had, I think all in all I've got a great set of like damage plus like really good corner damage, good corner carry, good mid-screen damage. So the build that they use with Rain, really strong, and I've definitely been taking a liking to it. Not gonna be beholden to just playing Rain. They've got a couple other characters in the arsenal too, but I, of course, am looking to see some of that Rain because, you know, like I've been saying, I have been fully inspired by what it is that they're doing, and I am happy to see some more of it and to take some more notes and continue to advance my own Rain play off of the backs of what they're bringing. Okay, here we go. The players are in the lobby, and you know what I did? Not type their name, not do all this time that I'm sitting here waiting for them, and I could have been preparing. I didn't prepare. Come on. Gotta get better. All right, next time I'll do it.
This is a professional tournament, everyone. We do know what we're doing. Do not worry. We're going to have a great set. Everyone is going to enjoy. Looks like we got Justin's going straight to Scorpion and Blaze going to Johnny Cage once again. Hopefully he did learn what he did like from his mistakes against Hijinks, and is able to apply that now into his matchup with Justin's. Justin's usually runs the Helport cancel along with AJ, but going with Demon Breath and not the Sin Blade, something he's more adapted to his playstyle rather than going for those bigger combos with the Sin Blade.
I love this sword too. Look at this. Tight sword. No rain though. Straight into Scorpion here, which is scary for Blaze, to be honest. Because if Justin's busting out the Scorpion, the final boss already, you know you're in for a tough, tough match. Blaze, no Aaron Black from him though. Back to the Johnny attempt. Interesting.
Yeah, I believe he thinks that he wants to at least try to see how well he can go. He knows that he doesn't have the points to qualify for the finale, so maybe he wants to try out new things and see how they work against the other players and test out new things that he normally doesn't do before.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting too, because you are right. He is the one player here whose qualification prospects are not on the line. Unfortunately, doesn't have the points to make it. So doesn't really, he doesn't have to stress too much about his performance and can just kind of have fun. And if he is looking to add Johnny to the arsenal, he can continue to flesh that out and just see how it goes. All right, pressure here.
Right, and
ooh, finds his way out though. Nice throw. This is the Cassie trailer music, by the way, and it is so much better for fighting too than what we have in the game.
Wow, really good short hop to read the throw there. Doesn't quite get the punish and does the cancel to try to apply more pressure. No opening up though, and now he places right back in the corner.
Look at the time though, 10 seconds about to be left on this clock, and Blaze, he needs to get a hit. He needs to, at this point, freeze the clock with a fatal blow. Can he find it? Nope, the quick little down poke from Justin does that final bit of damage, and round 1 to the Shirai Ryu.
Round 2, fight.
Yeah, Justin's just been really keeping Blaze in check, making sure he doesn't exactly run wild. Every time he's tried to get some momentum going, Justin has found a way to just immediately shut that down. And Blaze just trying his hardest to fight back and put Justin's down, just like stop all that momentum rising from him, but Justin's just seems to be just taking it away at the moment.
Ooh, got him with the rising star. The throw afterward as well. Blaze starting to build himself a bit of a life lead here. Gets punished though, didn't have the meter for the amp, I don't think. Wasn't back in time. So Justin will turn the tables there, puts his opponent in the corner. Although Scorpion, of course, not a character that needs the corner to do damage. In fact, most of his combos end up side switching just innately anyway, so he doesn't really care where he's at. He's a monster everywhere. Wow. Here we get the crushing blow. Nice break from Blaze. Didn't want to see where that one was going. And fatal blow now going to be available. And we're talking about Johnny Cage. If he's got those sunglasses cancels, could be very, very deadly right now. One hit. Oh no! Watch your toes.
Really smart there from Justin's to immediately challenge that back away, but sadly not getting the combo confirmed. Wow.
He can't afford. He's gonna brutal him. He's trying to brutal him. Justin is trying to set him on fire for the montage. That is exactly what he's doing. Justin, dastardly as ever, gets the brutal. You got combo into it bigger than that though, buddy. Come on, you saw the video earlier. If you didn't see the video earlier, we'll play it again after this one because it's a fun video. But
maybe Justin's is trying to get brutal. He's trying to build his own montage and then send them to you. So he's going one brutality at a time, doing whatever he can.
Yo, what's going on, AJ? There's a new video. Did you see it earlier? I'll play it again. I'm going to play it again after this anyway, but the videos are fun. I hadn't made one this season. It'd been a bit of time, just because, got to worry about the DMCA bots, but fuck on, let's have some fun.
Now, Blaze swapping to Terminator. I didn't even know he had one, but we'll have to see what he's going to do to match Justin's just raw aggression with this Scorpion right now. Seeming to go with the Dark Fate loadout of Running Man, Death Grip, and I'll Be Backbreaker. But once again, another pick that I have never seen Blaze play before. It's been very interesting to see how he adapts with this.
The only other character I've seen Blaze play a little bit of is, I believe, Raiden. We saw that like once or twice, and then Jax, I think, is on the list too. So Blaze is definitely kind of having some fun playing a handful of characters. Oh, goes for the bear
Try-
hug. Justin wasn't jumping though, so not gonna find its mark.
Blaze channeling his inner striker right now, going with these nice running man mix-ups, not quite catching anything from Justin yet, but he's putting Justin on edge, trying to say, this is what I'm going to be doing, and at some point, you are going to fall for this, and there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. Really great opening from Justin's, putting him into the corner, really good side swap, hitting him with that flip kick to try and chip him out, and the Demon Breath is going to take that round for Justin's, keeping him in the corner.
Round 2. Fight.
Great I'll be backbreaker, putting him in the corner.
Yeah, that I'll be backbreaker, such a fun ability as well, the way that you build the crushing blow out of that. It is such an interesting game plan. You kind of have to make decisions about, in some instances, do I throw them out of the corner but build for the crushing blow, or throwing them into the corner helps you, but like I love that little extra layer. And then of course the amount of damage you can cash out with that thing is insane, as we've seen by many players here. Justin gonna get some nice damage as well though. Restand off of the Demon Breath. Lots of plus frames from that. Oh, behind you! Okay, he ducked into the spear though. That was so lucky. That is one of the worst whiffs in the game. If you whiff that tackle, it is so easy for people to ruin your day. But of course, they gotta catch you. Not gonna happen there, but the blocked fatal blow on the mix does mean Justin takes game 2 with another brutal.
I never really noticed, but I really like how they made Terminator's like robotic like heart look there. Like that entire like steel outside and just the red glowing light on the inside. That's a really nice touch that they added. Very weird how RoboCop doesn't have like a similar look like that, but it's still really cool that
I think
they
the
put that time and
idea
effort
is
into
RoboCop
Terminators.
is supposed to still have a human heart because there's a person in there, whereas like the entirety of the endoskeleton and everything underneath Terminator is all robotic. But I think for RoboCop, they use still like human organs and skeleton for the most part. I think the only thing he's like technically missing is his arm, and I bet you can snap his femur in a crushing blow or something like that too, or snap his arm, not a femur. Femur's in your leg, right? I don't know enough about anatomy. What's in the arm? Is that your humerus, or is that just another leg bone? Fuck.
Well, we got Blaze finally going back to his Aaron Black. Justin's up 2-0 right now, sticking with that Scorpion. We'll have to see, will Blaze make that reverse 3-0, or is Justin's just going to be steamrolling through this set and moving on? Blaze going for some risky mix-ups here, going for the slide and just getting punished right off the bat. And Justin's kind of just constantly keeping Blaze in check with these just constant pokes. Great cat anti-air into command grab right there by Blaze, but then getting hit with the wake-up attack. Blaze can't really seem to get anything going right now. Just everything he tries, just Justin just immediately answers back and stops all momentum.
Nice throw here. Justin close to closing this one out. Just needs one more hit, which you can convert into almost anything. But Blaze is not done yet. Goes for the YOLO slide. Gets caught. And Justin not only will take the round, he'll also lock Blaze down in this corner. I don't think he's going to take the corner. He's just going to really rely on the fact that he's now out of the corner, right? He's no longer cornered, which is what Blaze was relying on. Nice short hop over the amp on the boot drop as well. Justin definitely playing really strong right now.
I got kicked out of that lobby.
Oh no, you got kicked out? Alright, well I'm still here, so at least we didn't have something worse happen, but we'll get you back in for the next one. I'll hold it down. Right now, Justin working on a flawless victory here. Is Blaze gonna let it happen? Oh no! He let it happen! The flawless from Justin. Alright, well, we've got a new lobby to make because we just lost Silver Sandbag. But we are going to go ahead and you know, get all that squared away. But before we do that, I do want to show you guys the highlight reel. For those of you guys that weren't here at the start of the stream, we do have a new highlight reel, and it's been a while, but this is a fun one. So just kind of chill, relax. We're gonna watch this video, flag ourselves on some DMCA claims, and we will be right back with either AJ versus Hijinks or Justin versus Dark Elite. I guess we'll find out in a moment. Justin, do you know if AJ can play right now? If you let me know, that would be great. But otherwise, let's go ahead and hop into this video while we get ready for our next set here. Whoa. Alright, the music freaked out for a little bit. Whoops. Alright, so that's what we do with brutalities around here. So if you hit something cool on stream, I take the clips and, you know, go ahead and put it into a cool little highlight reel. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Just, you know, I don't think it's a bunch, but it's my cool little way of, you know, using the skills that I do have to try to show off and highlight some of the cool stuff that these players hit. And I like that it's like you don't even have to win your set. You just got to rip somebody in half at least once, and then bam, you can make the highlight reel, and that's pretty cool. So we do have Justin here, just waiting on Dark Elite to get in. I'm sure Dark Elite will be joining us here shortly. I'm going to quickly update the scores here on that other set, though, which we saw Blaze, unfortunately, not able to get a score on the board. But Blaze also playing, you know, characters that he doesn't typically play, so definitely a contributing factor, I'm sure. And we've got Justin then advancing here. We're also going to go ahead and get a prediction up for Justin versus Dark Elite for you guys as well.
Here we do go. We got both players in the lobby. Possibly seeing Scorpion versus Scarlet. Both these players, very good and amazing players in their own right with their character. And this is a matchup that is usually not very good for Scarlet. Scorpion has a lot of ways of getting in on her. If she does have a parry, though, she doesn't really have to deal with that forward three, that like flick kick mix-up as much, because she can just parry in between the double kick, so she won't really have to worry about the crushing blow as much. So we'll have to see if Justin will be able to fix that game plan a little bit to acknowledge that dagger dance.
All right, so he does have the dagger dance, so that definitely could end up being a factor here. We'll see if, you know, I mean, that is a common part of the Scorpion game plan in the pressure department, is to use that flick kick, that forward three on block. The staggers from it are incredible. It's got a KB attached to it. You can throw after it. It's so good. If they jump, it converts. So we'll see how Dark Elite ends up challenging that. So far, though, Justin hasn't been relying on it, and he's still making do. Also, make sure you guys are getting your predictions in on who you think is going to win. You guys can bet your points, your channel points. And, of course, those channel points, you can spend them toward the Revival tournaments. We're going to have an Injustice 2 or an MKX Revival tournament. We're going to be bringing back one of those the week of the finale. Hopefully, we'll run it before the finale. That, you know, instead of a pool, since there is no pools, we'll run it that week. So definitely make sure you guys are contributing your points into those Revival tournaments for whichever one you want to see. We're going to get all the Necros out from Injustice 2 or MKX and have a good old time running back one of the classic tournaments here.
Yeah, and Dark Elite seems to be having most of this match in control, kind of keeping Justin's in check. Didn't get opened up once there, but he did show one of his cards earlier where he threw out the double low kick string forward 3, and then immediately went into a parry, thinking Justin was going to flawless block attack that. So Justin's now being a lot more wary with how he spends his meter, so he doesn't fall into any of those parry tricks. Timer is running low there.
Yep, Justin has the life lead here. The throw, is it going to be enough damage? I don't know. It is.
Took it in time.
Oh my goodness.
That was so smart from Dark Elite, seeing the time limit, back throwing him out of the corner, forcing Justin's hands and taking it with the time.
All right, here we go. Round 2. Justin's back to the wall here.
Dark Elite really keeping this corner pressure really strong. Justin doesn't really seem to have a way of getting out of it. Forward throw, escape failed, so Justin's now has one of his 2 throw crushing blows loaded, so Dark has to be on the lookout for that. There's one mistake and he's eating about 30% immediately. Quick dropped combo from Justin's there, but he gets the quick knockdown to make up for it. Ooh, the teleport is blocked, and that's a full combo from Dark Elite. That's really bad for Justin's because he's now back in that corner eating the Scarlet pressure from Dark Elite.
Yep, gotta be careful.
Ooh, really good combo pickup. Breakaway is being forced out, and there's that back throw. That's crushing blow is going to take it.
Nicely
now we're going
done.
down to a last round.
Final round. Fight.
All right. Jumps back. You see that commonly from Scorpion players as well because they can respond to anything when they're jumping back. They don't have to really worry about it. They can immediately teleport if they see you do anything. So taking to the sky is not quite as deadly as it is for some other characters. Jumps in.
He also...
Ooh, okay. Keeping the pressure going. Wow, short hop actually coming out. And then another overhead. Away, teleports his way out. I love the way that Scorpion players do that too. That back 2 into the telecancel out. It's such a great usage of that. That move has such great movement on it, and then when they see it hits, they don't cancel it, like we just saw Justin do there, and they're able to go into full damage. Nice duck under the throw though. Doesn't get an armor break. Justin hanging on to that precious meter for Scorpion. I mean, if you break away, you not only do you lose access to breaking away for a little bit, but you lose access to your cancels and your get-ups, everything. And for Scorpion in particular, losing access to the teleport cancels, very, very crucial to his game plan. This damage output here, though, is going to be big time. 45% to even these life bars back up. 30 seconds remain. Who's going to take this one, Silver?
Yeah, Justin did use that fatal blow, so that is no longer on the table. Really good flawless block on the wake-up attempt, and that is going to take it with a brutality from Justin. He's doing everything he can to get in that montage right now.
Cut this bitch in half. Let's go. Very nicely done there by Justin. So he is going to go ahead and claim that first game. We'll see what the switch is from Dark Elite. Dark Elite already feeling confident in his placements for making it to the finale, but he would like to, I'm sure, get deeper and deeper into there. And I'm not exactly sure how guaranteed these spots are. Yes, I am. But we will see what happens as we now go into game 2. Dark Elite Gonna be making some selections on this character select screen. I think we'll likely see the same stuff. You know, he's got some other Scarlet builds, but that core fundamental aspect of Justin being able to teleport around the projectiles means that anything that Dark Elite's running that is really, like, I think zone heavy is not going to work here, and it's still going to be about some of these more up-close defense tools, such as the parry being a part of the kit.
Yeah, very, very much so. That parry is probably one of the main things that can help with just get off pressure. But at the same time, his spacing has, even though he did lose that first game, his spacing has been incredible. And just every time Justin's been trying to get in, he's been doing really good at just forcing a line in the sand of saying, if you cross this line, you're going to be getting hit a lot. And Justin's been always been cautious, trying to stay just outside of that range. But always managing to get slightly in last second. But at the same time, Dark is just doing, both players are doing very good in this spacing game of showing them if you cross this certain line, you are going to be eating at least 30%. And they've been playing so careful. Really good zoning coming out right now. He's playing it so smart. He's being very space with these projectiles, but also throwing them out every now and then just to make Justin's know that if you sit there at full screen, you will have to take some of these projectiles. You will have to take some of this chip damage. You do have to approach me at some point.
Ooh. Man, there are still only 30 seconds left on the clock, though, basically. A minute has passed by, and Dark Elite has barely been touched. Here we go, though. Gonna be some decent damage. Is that a free jump in? Might have looked like it. Maybe you can uppercut challenge it, but Dark Elite, I'm sure, is not really versed in what you do about the Demon's Breath. That's the other thing to consider about Justin's build, is that he's got this tool that not a lot of players are using just yet. So Dark Elite not really fully confident in what to do in the post-Demon Breath game, so he's just kind of blocking it. The life lead still is on Dark Elite's side, though. 5 seconds left. Can Justin get the damage? Nope, not going to happen. And that's it. Justin, knowing that that was going to be the end there, just kind of lets the controller go. And round 1 to Dark Elite with another barely finishing on the time. Very nicely done. Dark Elite's really managing that health so well.
Yeah, Dark Elite got that really great social awareness to notify the timer, notify the life lead, and he's also been having a good shot at looking at these meters to know when is a good time to be oppressive, when's a good time to back off. Also, that throw just had an escape fail, so Dark Elite does have a throw crushing blow now loaded, something that Justin is going to have to be aware of, and can't just randomly just go in, and he's got to be very careful now so he doesn't get caught out for a fat 30%, which he is now in range of to basically take it for Dark Elite. Really good throw tech right there. Now getting opened up by the back two, forcing a breakaway. 40 seconds left on the time limit. Dark Elite trying to do something just to get Justin's off him, but this game just seems to be going away for Dark right now.
Oh, we hit the end of our playlist. All right, so we're gonna go back to the top of the playlist. This is all either the Mortal Kombat trailer music and music from the albums that they used, that they got the Mortal Kombat trailer music on. And I gotta tell you, this music is so much fucking better than the music in the game. So if for some reason the music feels better to fight to, it's because I found the music from the trailers. And the trailers for MK11 had incredible music on them that just wasn't in the game. I don't know why, but I found it. It's so much better, dude.
Dark Elite actually returning that game with a brutality of his own, saying, if you want to style on me, I'll just return it right back, getting him with a nice blood tongue brutal, popping that head right off, now leaving it to 1-1. It does saying, Justin is saying there is spikes.
Do you guys want to try and make a new lobby? We can try to make a new lobby. If you guys think that will give us an adjustment here. So we can quickly set up a new lobby real quick. Just get some new invites out. Sets 1-1.
Dark Elite asking for a restart. Don't know if we want to keep it just 1-1.
Well, yeah, no, we're gonna keep it 1-1 for sure. Not gonna like reset any of the games. But you know, we did. This is the same lobby that we lost you in earlier too. So maybe maybe the lobby is still having some issues. So if you want to join me in the Black Dragon Fight Club again, Silver, and then we'll go ahead and get a new lobby set up. This is from the Sonya trailer. Ronda Rousey talked over a lot of this track. This track's maybe a little bit more obnoxious, but still way better than everything in the game. Way better than everything in the game.
Yeah, regardless of those spikes that they've been saying they've been having, they've both been playing this really well. The spacing has been incredible from both players, and just Dark Elite once again keeping that awareness of the time and the health bars perfectly. Been able to snag 2 entire rounds just from playing it safe and getting that life lead and just waiting it out, forcing Justin's to try to make a move. Been really smart on his part.
Yeah, I think that given the set of tools on display here, we know that obviously Scorpion is able to really effectively get around the zoning. So Dark Elite, when faced with a problem like that, is still competently able to get some of those projectiles off, but at least fight for the proper positioning, so where he can, do some of those projectiles on block after certain strings, or just force his way into still having a decent game plan. He knows that he can't maybe get away with the typical approach, but he is such a Scarlet loyalist, and this is a matchup that I'm sure he's faced time and time again, that despite whatever concerns Scarlet may have in this matchup, he's still able to find a working game plan. Evidence, of course, is that victory in game number 2, and we'll see what's going to happen here in game 3. Right now, we are still just waiting on Dark Elite to hop into the lobby with us. We got a brand new lobby. We had some complaints about lag, so we're getting a new lobby up here for these players, but this is definitely going to be an interesting match. Also want to give a quick thanks to Crafts for the follow as well. I might have missed that earlier, but thanking you now. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series. And here we go. Game number 3 about to be underway. Our players are in the lobby. They're going to be selecting their characters yet again for this next game.
Let's see if Justin's is going to be going straight back to Scorpion, or maybe he's going to swap it up to maybe Rain or maybe someone else we haven't seen. I do believe he's going to go back to Scorpion. It seemed to have been working pretty well since we're at 1-1. Did take the very first game. So it should be very interesting to see. Yeah, it's going straight back to that Scorpion, Darkly going to the Scarlet. Let's see what he learned from those last 2 games to see what was I maybe doing wrong, and can I fix that problem so he can't just time me out like he did in both those games, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta be careful here. So here we go. Game 3. Continuing to stick it out with Scorpion as well. No surprises there. Demon Breath, a bit of a new tool in Justin's kit. Haven't seen a lot of that from Scorpion players, Justin included, but we are seeing it now. Yo, congratulations to Hijinks. Puts down PL. Of course, Hijinks, you do know it's because the King of the Hill lobby has some extra lag on it. If you guys were playing an off-stream match, would have been totally different, bro. I like PL, but he sometimes has got to let his ego take it out. It happens, man.
It goes down for it can go down for most MK players at the same time. You just gotta know. You just gotta take your loss with a grain of salt and just learn from that experience. But Dark Elite now starting off this game strong, great, over 30% combo right there, 36%. My God, Scarlet. After ultimate drop, she just gets so much damage nowadays with that boiling point.
Yeah, it's a really great ender. It's tough to get the timing on it though. I think there's, you don't really see a lot of Scarlet players, and definitely, your typical run-of-the-mill Scarlet player not going to be hitting it for that much damage because it is a little strict on the timing, but Dark Elite able to get those optimized Scarlet combos, and it really, really adds up. You can see here he's got a huge life lead, and there's only 25 seconds left on this clock, and Dark Elite has already won a couple of rounds by the time. He's not afraid to win another one here this way, as Justin needs to find an opening. A throw is going to hurt, but not enough. Give him the life lead needed. Fatal Blow about to be available for Dark Elite. Justin can, of course, freeze that clock with a Fatal Blow of his own. So any hit will be what he needs. This throw is not enough, though. He tried it. No way, he caught him! No fucking way! What did you... Why did he...
Back.
Why did Dark Elite let go of block? I can't believe he got hit by it.
But I think he was expecting a teleport cancel into another throw, so he just let it rip and amplified.
Maybe.
That was so smart by Justin's.
Nicely
Oh my
done.
god. What a comeback right there. And now Dark Elite just not letting that round affect him, just got Justin's right back into the corner. He's just applying that same pressure.
Right now, Dark Elite does lose the life lead here. He can only play the lane game if he's got the life lead. So now he is going to have to get some damage on the table. Justin, of course, playing Scorpion, another character that can lame it out if he really wants to.
Got Justin's back in the corner. You have to see if he's going to be able to keep him in, or is Justin just going to be able to tell him out for free. Really good anti-airs coming out from Dark, though. Anytime Justin's been trying to jump out, Dark has been catching him and has been punishing him hard, just like this. Another 24% or maybe unbreakable, but still really good damage.
Right now, Dark Elite has that healthy life lead he was looking for. It's a long road ahead of Justin to turn this one out. He's got no defensive meter left in the process. 15 seconds left on the clock to get the job done. He couldn't afford to block that, so going to get hit by the whip, and Dark Elite answers back here. Final round in Game 3. In this game, going the distance between these two just because, I mean, the patience from Dark Elite, and both of these players are playing a character that can comfortably kind of sit in neutral and wait for something to happen, and if neither one of them is doing something, then the clock just keeps on ticking.
Yeah, that was a great throw read by Justin's there, going for that uppercut crushing blow. Forced the breakaway away, didn't get too much damage off that, but now he's making sure he's keeping Dark in check, that you can't just rush up on me and do whatever you want. You make one mistake and you're going to be eating a good chunk of damage if you're not prepared for it.
Okay, Flame. Now that is punishable, but look at the pushback on that. I mean, like, on paper it's punishable, but it actually looks quite safe with the Amplify, unless you've got, like, maybe a Sub-Zero slide or something to really quickly close that gap. And Scarlet, do not.
It may be possible Scarlet maybe be able to Blood Tongue to punish. I'm not sure. Someone may have to correct me on that. But as you said before, both these characters have amazing patience every time. Like, look at the timer. We got 25 seconds left. Dark Elite does have that health lead again. He's going to try to maybe lame Justin's out. Justin's noticing as well. Is trying to quickly fight him down and get that life lead dwindled down and maybe try to steal it back again.
Ooh.
7
time,
seconds.
though. Look at the time! Dark Elite's just gonna back away again! Oh no, he got thrown! No KB, though. I think he's alive still! Yes, indeed, he is. Scorpion, not enough. Dude, I cannot believe this has been just over and over again coming down to the time. I thought that first one that Dark Elite got was like a bit of a rarity. Like, oh my god, you see that? That throw barely killed him. Oh, and now it's just fucking, it just keeps happening. It's just down to the wire over and over and over again. The patience from these players. Neither one of them refusing to budge, basically having to be pushed every inch, and it is a struggle from their opponent to do it. Thank you so much for the follow, Stage 3 XP as well. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series. Chaos Vex coming through with the follow too. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
This has been I would say this has been an incredible set from both sides. They've been really pushing each other to each other's limits, breaking out different, entirely new strategies on trying to open the other person up that we haven't really seen before. Like at the end of that first round, Justin just going for a raw amplified teleport to get that last minute damage to take it over before the time ran out. Extremely smart when he had been conditioning with those throws. And we'll have to see if Dark Elite will allow that pressure to keep getting put on. We did see him adapt, stopping the overheads from hitting him at the end of that last round. We'll have to see if Dark is going to be able to keep that momentum, or is Justin going to find a way to steamroll back in.
Liu Kang's House of Traps.
All right, so here we go. Game number 4 here. Dark Elite on the verge of sending Justin home. And now Justin's still in a good spot, point-wise, I think. I'll have to have Zombie take a look at the numbers. He's the math whiz around here, let's be real.
Round 1.
But the points, very, very important for all these players here tonight. Excuse me, tonight.
Yeah, contrary to people's beliefs, in this tournament, the points do matter.
Oh,
And
yes, they
Justin's
do.
starting off pretty strong with a forward throw, getting another one right after the tele cancel, starting this game off very strongly.
Also want to give a thanks to Skith for the follow. I don't know if I missed that one earlier. I think I may have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad you're having fun. All right, here we go. Some challenges. Now, this match seems to be a little bit more up close and personal here as Justin takes himself a sizable life lead. Ducking under the throw as well. Wow. Justin, in fact, might be able to close this round out. Okay, the breakaway comes out, actually. Dark Elite kind of cashing in heavily to try to secure that. I think that was a bold play to try to spend that defensive meter there, and now he's going to lose the round. There's no breakaway at the start. If Justin can find an early hit, he'll be able to take another early life lead, and here it is. The flawless block on that string is going to allow a punish that Dark Elite is just completely unable to contest. Here's another one, which means there's no life lead here for Dark Elite. Dark Elite is now going to have to get a little aggressive here.
Yeah, Dark looks like playing the aggressor here is not really working out for him. He's used to having that life lead. He's used to having Justin's come to him, and it seems he's not too comfortable with getting that aggressive role himself, and Justin's just finding ways to punish that every single time. Both of them using that lion statue interactable on each other, and it seems to be just getting as much use as possible. That low poke into Demon Breath. And Justin's going to take that back in convincing fashion, going down to now a game 5. We'll have to see who can take this last game, but Justin currently has all the momentum. Dark Elite's going to have to figure out a way to slow that down if he wants a chance of taking this game.
All right, so Justin answers back. Another game 5 in the books here. We're going to have to get ourselves a bit of a game 5 celebration around here, I think, because it is happening too frequently, as yet again, it all comes down to this. Justin versus Dark Elite. Last chance here for one of these players to stay alive in this bracket. This is the loser's bracket action, so whoever's done after this is going to be demoted to a spectator and have to watch the rest of this one from the sidelines.
Very, very true, everybody. Let us get some hype in the chat for this game 5 between Dark Elite and Justin's. Dark Elite going straight back to that Scarlet. Justin's on that Scorpion. We have a very hype match going between these two players, back and forth. Not sure who is going to win, and I've been thoroughly enjoying this match so far as it's been playing out.
For game 5, we're going to run the Shao Kahn trailer music. This music is so fucking good. Also, apologies to AJ and Justin in advance. There will be no Halo music on tonight's stream because I just keep playing the MK11 trailer music over and over again. So, I'm sorry, the RNG Jesus is not going to be able to sneak you guys a Halo song this time around.
Both players starting off the round just walking away from each other and going right back to footsies. And every time Dark has gone for that throw, Justin's always called it out and punished him. Not using the uppercut KB this time, but allowing Dark to just walk back and allowing him to have his little his timeout game going. He does have the life lead, so Justin does have to make his way in. And Dark just playing his defensive game that he's so used to.
Oh, got him with the throw here. 30 seconds already off the clock. Time is so important here.
Wow, really good wake-up read and reading with the throw to punish Dark Elite after the breakaway. It gets the back 2 into teleport confirmed. Not enough to, doesn't have the meter to take the round, but amazing placement, and he's going to take that with the low poke into Demon Breath. Set point for Justin's one more round to be sending Dark Elite home. And we'll have to see if Dark Elite can find a way to make this comeback. Really good footsies coming out from both players.
Nicely
The raw
done.
spear though.
Alright, this is the life lead here. Parry comes out. Oh, blocked, but he hesitated. He waited for the amp. Plus frames. Justin's in trouble, just weathering the storm. Teleports himself out of the corner. Finds an opening as well here. Dark Elite does still have the life lead. He's going to keep on building on it as well.
Ooh, drops the boiling point though. That's a crucial drop right there. Some extra damage to tack onto that life lead. maybe giving Justin's a second chance. Dark Elite does seem to still be into control though.
Ooh, got away. Justin doesn't have the life lead yet. 30 seconds left on the clock. He'll get another 13% in the journey. Plus frames now. Dark Elite keeps the pressure going. No parry either coming out. This is the build with the parry, but he hasn't been trying to parry that gap if he can. That's not been coming up. Okay. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, Lord Neptune. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series here. As our exiles duke it out here. 10 seconds left on the clock. Dark Elite doesn't feel the need to go in. Gonna force Justin to try to close the gap. 5 seconds left. A fatal blow, maybe? Maybe? No crushing blow? Nope, that's not gonna do it. And Dark Elite, yet again, for like the fucking 4th time, takes a round by timeout. The
Dark
lane game
Elite
is
just
strong.
playing this so smart. He just knows that he's got the life lead. I don't have to approach him. He just has to let Justin's do all the work, and he just has to just react and punish accordingly. So he's playing this extremely smart, but now Justin's does have that life lead, so Dark Elite can't just lame him out the entire game. He does have to be the aggressor.
Yep, he's
And
got
this
to
is
make
where
his way in.
Justin can come
He
strike.
tried to throw a projectile at full screen. Justin's not having it. Gonna go ahead and put a sword in the back for another 26% there. Dark Elite needs to do something. No breakaway to stop this. He's on life support right now. Justin trying to burn him alive. Plus frames. Keeps it going. Little poke. Chip avoided, but the throw. Did you try to throw one of the Canadian brothers? You fool. They duck all throws. They're robots.
And that is going to be 3-2 Justin's over Dark Elite. An amazing set from both players, taking it to Game 5, final round. And that was just phenomenal by both players. They played out of their minds. Happy to see both players. Sad to see Dark Elite is now out. No longer moving on in the tournament. But well played to both players. There is nothing to be ashamed of after that set.
Yeah, that was a great set between those two, which means we're going to now be moving to our winners finals match. We got AJ versus Justin coming up here. We're also going to cash out those predictions for those of you guys that place your bets on who you think is going to win. Make sure you guys, you're taking those winnings from your betting and putting them toward the revival tournaments, either MKX or Injustice, whichever one you want to see. And let's go ahead and get some invites out to Hijinks and AJ for our winners final set here in just a moment. Oh, whoa, not that. Hold on. All right, so predictions are up.
This is going to be interesting with AJ versus Hijinks, because if AJ does manage to lose, we will have in losers finals, we'll have AJ versus Justin's, the Scorpion brothers, going up against each other to see who would get to grand finals to face Hijinks should Hijinks win in this set here.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be interesting.
We do have Hijinks in the lobby.
Ooh, all right. Hijinks quick to join here, looking to play. And look at that, AJ right behind him as well. So we got Hijinks versus AJ here. Our winners final set of the evening. I've got some quick typing to do. Make sure you guys are placing your bets on who you think is going to win. And let's go. Winners finals underway.
Junior Jacks. Chosen dude.
AJ going Liu Kang.
So right now, pretty heavy for AJ here in the points department, or people looking to bet on AJ. I'm seeing a lot of love for AJ. We'll see if some of the Hijinks fans gonna make the pot sweeter there on the other side. This is a tough one to call, though. Honestly, I don't blame anybody looking to kind of hang back and not spend the points, because how do you predict on this one? Also, 420 Roach, thank you for the follow. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series. In fact, in honor of you, 420 Roach, I'm gonna say a quick little prayer.
Fight.
Hijinks starting this set off really strong with a nice 20% combo on you, AJ. Getting that nice lane gank set up with upgraded Jackie. That group really getting a lot of damage coming in. Already have AJ almost to fatal blow percent, but AJ now forcing that comeback, getting tons of damage in this corner. And Hijinks does eat this now. Hijinks now does have fatal blow though.
Yep, look out. You've seen the usage of that fatal blow be devastating multiple times. Looks like AJ is going to be able to close out the round there though. So AJ's Rain gonna get the job done, and man, I got my notebook out taking notes here. I love seeing this Rain play. Rain, of course, the character that I've been playing since Ultimate, and obviously AJ, one of the best. Beautiful anti-air with the Geyser Palm, and that is great to know that you can kind of stuff the full screen attempts to get in from Jackie. And the thing is, too, Geyser Palm shoots really far. You'll see a lot of Jackie players, they'll kind of fake you out, right? They'll do full screen leap, but then they'll shrapnel about halfway, and they won't finish it, and they'll try to stay in a distance where they're safe. But that distance on Geyser Palm means it's that much further away that they have to stay, because if they end up going into that, it could be full combo conversion happening. Look at this pressure now from AJ. Hijinks yet again in that fatal blow territory here. Will he get the chance? No, gets opened up, and AJ secures round one swiftly and cleanly there on that one, Silver.
Yeah, very smart that AJ is using that tidal wave. He's not using it very much, but he's using it at the correct timings to make sure to make sure Hijinks is like always on his feet enough to where he can't always just poke back, try to take his turn back, because if he does, that tidal wave is going to hit him every single time and keep AJ's turn.
Also want to give a thanks to Quidman Jenkins coming through with the follow as well. Thank you very much. Glad you're having fun checking it out here, seeing what the Exiles have to offer over on the other side of the console wars. In fact, some of you would maybe even be surprised to discover that you are watching an Xbox tournament. That's right, these talented individuals, no underscores around these parts. We can have spaces in our names. Get fucked. I really think that's like the only angle I've got to go on for superiority, though.
I will say though, the one downside of Xbox is I can't have my full name. I do Silver Sand BG, but on PS4 I can do the full Silver Sand bag. So that is one downside, at least for me.
Hey man, I can have spaces in my name. I don't care. You're not gonna sway me just because you have a long ass name. All right, AJ gonna go for a long ass combo here. Look at that, 336, clearly jumping over the get up attack, and that's gonna look at that damage. That set of sequences right there was like 75 damage almost. That is huge numbers coming out from AJ. At minimum, that was 70%. So really, really solid stuff there from AJ, and you can just see the health differential here now. Catches him with the mid, the Hydro Boost, gonna catch him on the way down, and AJ just continuing this dominance here.
Yeah, very smart to use the Hydro Boost right at the end, and very smart on that wake up read. And AJ just, once he gets his game plan going, it's just constantly, if you make one mistake, that damage is going to keep racking up and racking up every single time. It will just keep resetting you, and you just have to find a way to shut down that momentum, and if you don't, just look what we're seeing here, this Hijinks just eating damage over and over again, non-stop. AJ is just making it, keep it going.
I love that tick throw. Rain does have a tick throw off of standing 2 into interactables. They have to be interactables, of course, but any grab interactable will actually tick off of his standing 2, and it will combo off of his standing 2. So that is basically win-win. If they block that, they are in for trouble. Of course, you can duck it. That's kind of the nature of tick throws. They could secretly duck it if they wanted to, but you know, for a character that doesn't have a command grab, that is rarely what your opponent is looking for, is to need to be ducking a throw out of nowhere. So AJ able to successfully snag the victory there, and you know, the post game off of that, very nicely done. So AJ now 2-0. We'll see what Hijinks is going to do in response. I feel like Hijinks has kind of been holding back a little bit. Here's the deal though, Hijinks is qualified. Hijinks knows that AJ is playing in the finale. Hijinks knows that tonight, there's no money on the line. The finale, there's about $1,000 on the line. So maybe Hijinks is, and he also knows AJ is one of the biggest threats. Hijinks might be looking to just place some of these cards to his chest. He's going to fold these hands and hold out for the big show during the finale. That's what I think might be happening here a little bit, too, because Hijinks this is just not the usual patented aggression we've seen from Hijinks. He's feeling pretty comfortable just kind of holding it.
Yeah, exactly. At the same time, though, AJ just sees that he's not being so aggressive, not playing maybe at like his full strength or anything, and he's just running away with it. He's just dominating Hijinks at every single turn. As you see, the escape failed right there. He now has another crushing blow throw locked and loaded. Hijinks makes one wrong step. He's eating 30%. Just like that, he reads the jab attempt and just blows it up. Now we're on set point for AJ's running away with a 2-0 victory at the moment. Can make this a 3-0 if he takes his last ramp. Really good jump-in attempt by Hijinks there, but now getting blown up for a full combo off that anti-air from AJ. And Hijinks now just sitting there not sure what to do, while AJ just uses that insane movement from Rain to just do whatever the hell he wants.
So apparently word on the street from the math whiz himself, Zombie, saying that Hijinks actually needs second place or better to qualify. Maybe first place even, but definitely third place is not going to be good enough. So he actually does have to turn this one around potentially here. And look at that, Hijinks perhaps catching note of it too. We see some pressure now here from Jacqueline Briggs.
Yeah, right. Hijinks just turning it on. A lot different from we saw those last couple
He's dead! Meaty fucking Hydro Boost. It's so dumb, and I do it all the time too. Meaty Hydro Boost is the secret way of how to do it. Like, it's so goofy and good. I love it. And AJ busting it out here to close it out. The friendship as well, as AJ takes a 3-0 in winners finals. And Zombie breaks the news to Hijinks that he may not actually be qualified if he only gets third place. So you're going to have to stop Justin here in our losers finals, which is about to come up. So let's hop back over to a bracket, pop those scores in here real quick. Of course, we've got to run the predictions here. AJ takes it. And let's quickly get Justin in here. Wait, what do you mean, Hijinks? Are you playing a set on the other stream? Do we have to wait now again?
Because all the other match that's left right now is Hijinks and Justin's, right?
Yeah, that's the only other match we can run. That is literally the only other match we can run is Hijinks versus Justin. Okay. So hopefully, I mean, because Hijinks basically has to run the gauntlet here. Okay, he says invite. All right, it might have just been reactionary. Hijinks is the least lingerer out of all of us. Even when he's supposed to linger, he won't. I love it.
So we just saw we just saw the Rain and Jackie matchup. That didn't go so well for Hijinks, but now he's got to go against Justin, and Justin's also with Scorpion and Rain. So we may see that run back of the matchup once again. And Hijinks will have to give it all he has if he wants to get that second place to qualify for without having to go through the LCQ.
Yep, the Meat Grinder LCQ, which we already have word is going to include King Gambler, an incredibly fierce competitor, and he is going to be one of the demons waiting for the LCQ to try to sneak his way in. So that is going to be very interesting to see, because, I mean, obviously, King Gambler is not the only threat that could make it through. We could also end up seeing maybe K7 come back, Pulse come back. Both of them are Nightmare Series champions in the past. Both of them could be on the hunt for the three-peat. They just need one more to get 3 Nightmare Series championships under their belt, and going through the LCQ is probably the easiest way to do it. Looks like we do have our competitors here, though, so let's hop into the lobby as Justin versus Hijinks underway. Losers finals here. Hijinks needs to win this to get enough points to qualify or something like that. I don't really know about the math anymore, but secretly, Junk put enough money in the prize pool, but don't tell the players because I want them to fight like it matters.
Yeah, we did get confirmation from Zombie that depending on who wins this set, if Hijinks wins, he qualifies, but if he loses, then Dark Elite does qualify. So this all matters on this set here to see which one does make it. Wink, wink. And we do have Justin's going for that Rain. He's going straight to Rain, and we got that Hijinks versus Rain here.
Oh, double drop. Okay, nice throw here from Hijinks. Ooh, Hijinks uses the interactable, so that still costs him defensive meter to leap with, right? Far leap or interactable, both of them are going to cost meter. Interesting approach, though. And right now, Fatal Blow available for Hijinks, which means if Hijinks catches a hit, he could kill with it just like that. Oh, he's not even going to spend it, looking to kill him and keep the Fatal Blow. That was an interesting play. Justin could have maybe broken away, but he wouldn't have had a lot of life left to work with. But either way, Hijinks able to keep that Fatal Blow for later.
Yeah, that was actually very smart from Hijinks. Even though Justin's did have the meter to break away, he knew he had every option covered. He could put the goop down and force Justin's to try and make a play here, or just sit there and die inside of it. So that was actually very smart to save it from Hijinks.
Absolutely, very nicely done. Here we go. Ooh, the splat. Gonna get the side switch as well off that. 373 in the damage department. Very nicely done. Tidal Wave, little mix-up there that does typically end in an overhead, but that Tidal Wave is a low, so you can kind of throw people off, and amplifying it keeps it safe too, so a really cool utility move. That's part of my Rain build as well. Shout out to the Twins, giving me some good ideas.
Yeah, and
ooh, there it is,
wow.
dude, that Geyser Palm. How dare you moon boots at me? I love it. That's such a great answer. For a character that loves being airborne, having a dedicated anti-air move like that starts combos even, is so good. And it's got more range than typical anti-airs. You know, like, some other characters have moves like that, like, you know, like Terminator has an anti-air grab, right? But his anti-air grab doesn't reach to about half screen like that Geyser Palm. That water just goes so far.
Yeah, exactly. Just every time Hijinks just jumps in the air, he always is running that risk of, is Justin's going to throw out that Geyser Palm? Do I have to worry about where I'm jumping on the screen? Because if I jump incorrectly, that's a full combo right there for Justin's.
He got him.
That Hydra boost has been working out so well for Justin's and AJ. Every time they have done that against Hijinks, he has been getting opened up every single time.
Very strong play here as Rain puts a game on the board in Justin's favor here. That is merely game one, but Hijinks has been getting overwhelmed by Rain so far. That's 4 in a row if you consider the previous set as well. We'll see what Hijinks' adjustment is here now in game 2, though. He's had a lot of exposure to this, because here's the deal, too, with Rain and with Justin and AJ. Both of their Rain builds are identical. They're both running Geyser Palm, which is the anti-air water move, Tidal Wave, which is the low, which gives them mix-up and a bit of utility, and then, of course, Hydro Boost, which is their corner combo, or actually, you know, combo extender in the mid-screen as well. You get more damage out of Hydro Boost, but it's not as easy to confirm into, right? Like, you can't do Hydro Boost off of his jab, for example. You can use Geyser Palm, plus Geyser Palm is a good anti-air. So he basically has, right now, 2 sort of combo route extenders, plus the utility of that Tidal Wave, and those are doing a really strong job for him. But like I was saying, that's the same build that AJ was using, so this is a lot of time that Hijinks has had up against this. So much time, in fact, that he's sick of it, and he's now going to be switching over to Cetrion instead.
Yeah, Cetrion, an incredibly great pick against Rain, because Rain only has that one projectile, Rock Wall. Just if he sees that, just throws up a rock wall. That's ABC for him.
Yep, this is super scary, because this is the character that Hijinks won Evo with. So this is, I mean, final boss territory here for Justin. Gonna try to use the Evaporate to get around some stuff. The Evaporate, too, weird properties. It actually gets beat by unblockables.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if you, other than Shiva's Stomp, oddly enough, but like Jax's Ground Pound beats it, and so the thing is you can use Evaporate from the air, but every dedicated anti-air move, like Noob Saibot Sickle, Terminator's Grab, are unblockable. They're coded as unblockable, so they go through Evaporate. So if you jump at somebody and do Evaporate and they do their anti-air move, it'll actually pull you out of the Evaporate. It's pretty wild. So that move has some issues. Now, Cetrion doesn't have any moves that are on that list. Ground Pound is not unblockable from her. Neither is anything else. So, you know, there are no unblockables to worry about in this matchup, but still.
Yeah, and Hijinks kind of playing this pretty well, like throwing out those Hell's Wrath, but wow, he just did it too close, and Justin was able to get right in. Justin's, I believe, still up 1-0, but he's up one round here, and he's just taking this to Hijinks, just not able to play.
Oh, the quitality? Hijinks is done? Alright, well, that I don't know what to do. Does that mean Hijinks just wants to go back to the PlayStation thing? Because I feel like he doesn't even want to play. There was another game that he didn't want to deal with. He's had enough rain for the day. That's it.
Sadly, Justin's came in here to rain on Hijinks'
No, that was only 2-0.
parade.
I thought that was only 2-0. Am I wrong on the score? That was only
This-
the...
Yeah, that was the second game.
Yeah, man, you're blurring them together with the other matches, with the other rain matches. I don't think that was 3. Well, it says Justin has 3 wins, but it glitches like that. It gives you 2 wins at the end until it rotates around. I think that was only 2.
Yeah, that was 2.
All right, Hijinks, do you want another invite? I'll get you back in here. If you want to run it, though. I mean, I don't want to fight his fucking rain. He did say you got it, though. I don't know if that means he's saying he's coming to kill this. All right, this is all part of the plan. This is a incredibly detailed script. Breaking Bad levels of turns in this one here, and Hijinks is about to blow our minds. Hope you guys had your popcorn ready, because this is one hell of a script from Hijinks. The quitality at game 2, thinking it was game 3. Like, oh my god. Shyamalan would be jealous. Let's go.
Yeah, Hijinks coming in with these 300 IQs, just just like my name. He's here sandbagging for these first 2 games, throwing Justin off guard, and now he's going to come back and maybe hit with like a reverse 3-0 right here. You'll have to see how this goes.
Oh, and just like that, Hijinks with the ultimate tech, he switches sides on the lobby and steals Justin's 2 points. That motherfucker. What if it was that dumb and that's how it worked? The ultimate tech.
The ultimate tech. He sacrificed 1 game to come back and steal 2.
Perfect. Alright, here we go. Game number 3. Hijinks back over to the main. It's time for Jackie to come out and deal with Rain properly. Rain is also a character we're seeing a little bit more on the competitive circuit, right? DJT, I want to say, just recently won one of the Pro Tour online events with Rain, so K7's been playing a lot of Rain as well. This character is going to start making its rounds in the competitive circuit, and Hijinks, no stranger to that arena, a very talented player, so he's going to need to be ready for the Rain Uprising when it eventually happens. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I believe Rain is just to be like Fujin. Everyone is saying this character has problems, which he does have problems, but the technical ability of this character is really insane. His movement is absolutely phenomenal. Hydro Boost gives him tons of damage. Geyser Palm allows people to keep people in check in the air. But when it comes to Hijinks, I don't think he cares about how technical and good this character is. He's just going to put him in his place because he's playing Jackie Briggs. Now he's taking the first round with ease.
Yep, nicely done here. Big sort of comeback here for Hijinks as well. Perhaps a reset from everything is going to be good for him. Wow, did you see that? Over and over again, the tide is coming through and catching him. I wonder if like Hijinks was just like, he's going to throw me. He's okay, it's fine. He's going to throw me, and it just never happened. Here we go. Hijinks starting to get some pressure going, but the pokes coming out here from Rain have been able to successfully sort of temper that offense. Did you see that? Did you see that flawless block attack whiff like that? Jackie is a fucking cheater. She's a fucking cheater. I don't even know how else to look at that. She makes you flawless block the wrong way, dude. What?
That's why Hijinks quit. He just decided to go into the source code and said, hey, you can no longer flawless block this attack, and now you can't punish me anymore.
That is so absurd. It's because of the ambiguity of where, like, when your game decides she is or isn't on the other side. Is Hijinks really doing this? The ultimate tech. Okay, you know what? I wasn't ready for that. I thought that the script was gonna be wild, but I was not ready for that. Ultimate plot twist. It's still a fucking 3-0.
Yeah. I was not expecting that at all. Oh. But I guess GG's to both players. It's a 3-0 going to Justice.
Alright. I mean, I gotta say, Daddy Dad would be proud, right? Dad would be proud of that one. Dad would be proud of that one.
Proud.
When I clip that one, put that one on the internet, we're gonna tag him and let him know. That one was for him. Shout outs to Dad.
Now we are going to our grand finals of AJ versus Justin, Scorpion, and Rain Brothers. This is going to be very interesting. Everyone gets to see they play the same characters. With at least Rain, they use the same variation. Scorpion, they do have a little bit differences, but they play so vastly different from each other. It feels like they're playing different characters entirely.
Alright, so I need to type Justin's name here. Whoa, whoops, spelling is hard. Pop a quick score in here. And we are going to get our grand final set underway. Oh, is he already here?
Yeah, they're both here. Both players.
The quickness, let's go. I wasn't even ready.
Yeah, Justin's invited AJ.
That's so sneaky of them. He's got a secret, like, he just, like, gave him his pass. He's like, you look like me. You can. They won't even know. Even if they check your ID, you're already in here. You're fine. But here we go, grand finals. We're gonna get a Rain mirror. They've both been playing a lot of Rain. We'll see what happens.
Scorpion.
Oh, AJ going straight final boss. Going straight.
And make sure you guys are placing your bets as well. We got the predictions up here for this one. Our grand finals right now. Justin versus AJ. Now, keep in mind, Justin is on the loser side, which also means that is going to be taken into consideration for your bets as well. You know, AJ has an easier road ahead of him, but we'll see if it happens. Looks like AJ's not fucking around, though, and neither is Justin, as they are both going straight to Scorpion out of the gate.
Wow.
This is going to be quite the display, I am sure of it.
Like I said before, both play the same character. Both using slightly different variations, but they both make the character. Oh my god, look at that. That nice, like, red glow to it.
I have moved beyond vengeance.
Uh-oh, we're kind of losing you a little bit there, Silver, your mic. It seems like you're getting far away from your mic,
And will restore
and it's
them.
losing
no.
its mind.
Try to fix that.
No worries, no worries. Oh, looks like Johnny End putting some more coins toward the Revival Tournament. You guys want to see an MKX Revival Tournament? Keep on dropping those points in there. It will happen, hopefully, the week of the finale. Instead of pools, that week we'll run a fancy MKX tournament. So if that's what you want to see, drop those points. MKX not your cup of tea. You're an Injustice fan. We got a reward for the Injustice in Revival as well. So drop your coins in whichever one you prefer, and we'll look to run an event for that one during the week of the finale here. Great, nice opening here. Now, how do you tell which one is which? It looks like Justin is in the orange trunks, and we've got AJ in the yellow. Of course, another side note to that would be that AJ is playing the MK9 Classic Scorpion skin. And I gotta say, I did not like this skin in MK9. I was like, not as good as his MK3 outfit. But in MK11, it actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, they really like ramped up the aesthetics on this skin, and it looks phenomenal. I'm kind of sad that I didn't pre-order an Aftermath when it was showing off, but man, am I glad that the skin is in the game. It is by far my favorite skin.
Yeah, I'm still holding out for the MK3 skins. Those are my favorite. I mean, look, the trailer for the game had Scorpion in an MK3 outfit. In the reveal trailer where he fights Raiden, and Raiden kills him, and then classic Scorpion comes back and kills Raiden, that is MK3 Scorpion. That skin is not yet in the game. Come on, please, please. Those are my favorite ninja skins. I really hope they bring those back for all of them. But right now, looks like Justin's trying to bring it back. It doesn't have the life lead here, though, so he's going to need to get aggressive just outside of Fatal Blow territory. And another throw going to come through for AJ. Neither of these players easy to throw, by the way, but against each other, able to somehow find the mark.
Yeah. And, wow, really good Fatal Blow right there. Trying to fight his way back. Gonna be about 40.
I think this will be the life lead here, too. Yeah, this is going to turn the tide into Justin's favor, just barely by about 10 health. That's 1% here, difference between these two. Oh, gets hit, though. Now the life lead back over to AJ. 25 seconds left, though. Plenty of time for either brother to draw blood, and there it is. AJ finds a hit, and he's going to go for a brutality. No way! No! Oh. You don't get the fucking point. Yep. You don't get the fucking point, AJ. How could you tease me like that? I've been waiting for somebody to hit that brutal, and it's like it doesn't even, the scenario doesn't come up, and you did it, and then you didn't do it. I don't know how to do it either. Fuck.
You just gotta match. You have to hit down 3 times before the crushing blow animation comes out.
Oh, you gotta hit down 3 times. It's not hold down.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, it's triple down. It's not hold down. It's triple down. I learned that from Soul Warrior. You hit down 3 times before the crushing blow animation comes out to get the brutal.
Okay, alright, next time. Only way to make it better now would be to do it on the Chronica stage with a sand chainsaw, because that sounds dumb, looks dumber, and it's still fun.
You'll get 2 points if you manage to get the sand chainsaw. I would say we didn't talk about it a lot in that last match, but Justin was actually not letting AJ get away with these 3 Sin Blades. Every time he was going for it, he was actually like dropping a flawless block on the Sin Blade, sort of discouraging AJ from just openly going for those neutral jump punches. And now like trying to open him up in different ways, which is really smart by Justin.
Yeah, I really like the way that Sin Blade works in this game, too. I think it's really fun, kind of throwback to the classic neutral jump punches. Man, maybe it'd be cool if they gave more characters tools like that. But nonetheless, it's a really interesting ability, but it also is an ability that takes some really strict execution to optimize. And AJ, one of those players that is really able to get that max damage out of it when doing some of those combos where that utilize the Sin Blade, which is it's very tight to do so that you don't get a short hop in the process of doing it, right? You got to do it instant jump, but you can't get a short hop. Like, very, very tight window, and AJ very consistent with hitting it here. Oh, nice duck on the uppercut, and immediately swinging afterward. Both of these players are notorious for their ability to just micro duck with impeccable timing. It's like they know the exact frame when your move is no longer active, and that's right when they stand up and start swinging.
We got an escape failed on that last throw for Justin, so he's going into the next round. Crushing blow locked and loaded. AJ has to be very, very and perfect read on that throw. That is a full combo punish right there. He's got a demon breath get it for that massive amount of
Ooh, there's the throw crushing blow. Oh, no, that's the other one. Oops. Okay, so that's AJ spending a KB there, and means he's not going to have access to that for later, but the defensive meter came off from Justin, so no teleport cancels here, and he's going to be able to kind of get his offense going a little stronger, but he tried to throw. You tried to throw somebody notorious for their micro ducks. A tough call to make. Flame Breath is out. Punish as well. Very nicely done by AJ. Look at this damage. Fatal Blow going to come out as well. So that'll be the life lead now, as AJ is looking to go big time on this damage here. Wow, this is going to be almost 50? Wow, 497. That is insane.
He's the back roll. He read the back roll as well, taking it to a final round. Just remember, Justin does have that throw crushing blow locked and loaded. I do believe AJ has the lead, so Justin does have one more crushing blow locked and loaded at the moment.
Ooh, nice anti-air again, and there we go. There's that. He goes for the Sin Blade there. Was maybe expecting a breakaway or something, but didn't follow up after. But still tight window to hit that, and you see AJ, one of the players that can do it regularly too. Challenging back and forth here. Neither player really looking to open up. As soon as I say that, though, AJ's defense breaks. He does spend his breakaway to get out of it, though. Overhead connects. Life lead still on AJ's side.
really smart from both players when it comes to those reductible strings. Of them have been like trying to challenge it instead of either been just walking forward or back to beat something out from the other, from the brother. And that's really smart from both. AJ managing to slip away and take this game now. I believe that's 2-0 AJ now, if I'm correct.
That is correct, which means he is one game away from taking this tournament here. Justin, on the other hand, he's got a bracket to reset if he wants to beat his brother. It's not just 3 games. He needs 3 and then another 3 on top of it. Yeah, we may not have gotten encoding today. I know, you know, we're not a partner channel, so whether or not we're able to give you guys options to lower the quality is not in our hands, unfortunately. I wish we had the lower quality modes for people that you know, some people are just listening, or they just want to, you know, they just like to have the presence of it, but you know, they're not in a place with great internet, so the lower quality options are always great, but sadly we don't have that partner check mark yet. Still working on it. We'll figure it out though. All right, here we go. Game number 3 or 2 here. Oh yeah, no, this is 3. Whoops, AJ's got 2 scores.
Yeah, game 3.
So Justin's got to turn it around here and now. This is where it all comes down to it here. And these are the 2 characters that they both kind of got their early starts with and have a lot of success with early on. They've changed it up a little bit and been exploring some of the other ninja characters a little bit more, but these 2 are definitely the early ones that they were playing the most with. So this is kind of, you know, full force, and this is characters that they're both very familiar with and familiar with one another. They're twin brothers. They live together. They're playing apparently in the same room right now next to one another. Obviously, they're not the same person because they're able to play together or in the same lobby, but you know, they are training partners, so they're definitely going to have some heavy familiarity here.
Yeah, and something to note, they are playing on Twitch. So there's a lot of these jumping interactables. We'll have to see if they do manage to use them for either movement or maybe ways of getting out of the pressure that they're used to. Ooh, maybe they know something that we don't know about the Scorpion that like we haven't seen before. And I've known. Just like
oh my goodness! Wow, we saw how much damage this did before. I think this may even be the kill here. The last shot through the eyes. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. 496 on that one. Huge damage from Justin. And that is enough for the kill. Very nicely done.
And both AJ and Justin really on point with these stand for like the roundhouse kick airs. Every single time they jump right off the bat, they're always finding a way of stopping that jump in pressure immediately.
Oh, nice throw. Puts an end to the pressure there from AJ. It's a tough call to throw, you know, to try to find the window where you can get away with the throw when Scorpion just kind of pushing his buttons, because, you know, if he finishes that string or ducks underneath it, it can be very deadly. But Justin able to find the opening. Both players now back to a more patient state here, looking for a spot. Oh, teleport. That's going to be blocked, and a full punish now. No breakaway to stop it either, so AJ is just going to be able to go to town on that one. He will take the life lead in the process here. Backing away.
Very, very patient playing for both players right here. Not trying to give us really good teleport cancel right there from AJ taking the life lead.
Oh, he might have him here. He's got another meter to spend. He's going to spend it all, and the slash to the back will do it. Justin on the board here. Very nicely done, and really maximizing his damage output from that 496 fatal blow combo that we saw to even that ending combo right there. Just really able to eke out just enough damage multiple times to secure the victory here. So that is going to put Justin on the board. We'll see what the response is from AJ. Like I was saying earlier, they're brothers. They know each other's tricks. Those are the ones that they probably in many ways built those tricks with. They bounce ideas off of one another. Hey, I've got this setup. You think it'll work? Let's find out. So it's going to be very tough to kind of throw your opponent off. And AJ is not looking to switch characters here either. He is going to be toughing it out here with the Scorpion pick all the way. Of course, this will be a mirror match, as Justin also known for his Scorpion, so This is going to be interesting. AJ already has 2 games in the bag. He's proven he can done it. He just needs to get one more of those, but Justin now has the momentum as he looks to make his final stand.
Yeah, as we see, AJ has that more aggressive playstyle, while Justin's is more pseudo passive. And just like at the end of that last game, AJ was just trying to do everything to get Justin's to break and get opened up. Justin's just like a wall, just stood there, let Justin do what he did. Second, he saw one mistake, just immediately teleport and punish that and took that game. And what seems to be right back at that, Justin's just playing that sort of passive role here. AJ is just being the invading aggressor and finally gets that opening up and just going right back into this neutral game. And both of them playing extremely well, no one giving each other a single inch of space to work with.
Yeah, both of these characters are also very well known for their ability to dictate that neutral ground, right? Like, they definitely get to really control the pace, and when both players are playing that character, it's tough to kind of get an upper edge, right? You're able to get an opening, but, you know, your combo for the most part comes down to it, and bam, it's right back to that neutral game where yet again it's hard to get that upper hand here. Decent blocks coming out, gets the hit with the neutral jump, and the fatal blow will come out. Now scaling here, plus those shields you can see coming up from Justin, I think are going to keep this one from being a kill here, but this is quite a bit of damage that AJ just put on the board, and with only 20 seconds left, Justin's going to need to make a move now to turn this one around. What's the play?
Really good flawless.
Oh, not enough though. This is not enough. The life lead is still in AJ's favor. There's still time left though. 6 seconds. Overhead whiffs. He's got no Sin Blade of his own. You saw that neutral jump attempt, but because he doesn't have Sin Blade, he's just swinging arms, not swords, and doesn't find the hit necessary. AJ now on tournament point.
That was so smart of AJ. As soon as he saw the overhead coming in, he just pushed forward and just walked right underneath. That was so smart.
Alright, nice throw. It's going to send him toward the corner as well. Oh, he tried for another throw. Justin's not having it, but he gets baited on the breakaway, so he still will get punished. Both players going to fall off their breakaway now.
And since they don't have breakaway, neither of them have access to that teleport cancel, something that they both rely on very well, and now they have to play a lot safer now that they do not have defensive leader.
It's going to need to be careful without it. There's that crushing blow coming out here. As Justin looks to mount an offensive. He's got the life lead. He doesn't have to worry about a fatal blow blowing him up anymore either, as AJ's already come off that 2-0. And this should be the round. Gets the side switch in the process. Although we've said it a few times, Scorpion not really a character that cares about the corner. He doesn't get extra damage, or not a lot of extra damage in the corner, maybe a bit, but he doesn't have big crazy corner damage, and most of his combos side switch innately anyway, so he's not really a corner demon, so I think the positioning, not going to be a big deal to either of these players here. Just means room to maybe back away and do a little bit of more of your mobility stuff, so you don't want to be in the corner, but neither player is really locked in because they can just teleport out anyway.
Ooh. Yeah, but that was a really great crushing blow there from AJ.
Look at that Sin Blade combo, 371. Nicely done. Throw tech as well. Get your hands off me. Okay, both players taken to the skies, but the air-to-air not happening. And there's those Sin Blade combos again from from AJ. Sends his brother to the corner. One more hit now will do it. The overhead, not quite enough. Oh my goodness. Who's going to take this one? Justin still has that fatal blow available as well. We've seen him hit for 50% before. Escape failed. Oh my goodness. One false move.
From either player.
He just needs one little hit and he can turn it around. Teleport cancel, teleport away from the jabs. He got him! No way.
Oh my God, that was incredible. That was so smart. He teleport canceled, knew AJ was going to press cancel again, and then pushed in to hit confirm that back 1-4 into fatal. That was so smart from Justin.
Very nicely done by Justin. Had to empty the bank on that defensive meter with the back-to-back telecancel, but it absolutely works out in his favor as he ties up the set. Another Game 5 about to be underway here between these two. Now, it's not over yet if Justin takes this. He'll merely be shaking the Etch-a-Sketch and putting us back to 0-0, but we will be adding an L to AJ's name, and that L comes with a heavy price. It means you can't afford to lose another set, and that's a world that Justin's been living in for a while. He's comfortable with the pressure of the guillotine looming above his head, so that might be able to rattle the cage of AJ if he can just get the bracket reset. The other thing too is AJ's 2 points on the board gone. All that work kind of for nothing if Justin can get the reset here. So this is going to be a morality blow as well that Justin might be able to take advantage of if he can just get this final victory. Sinblade versus Demon Breath. That's the difference. That's the decider. What's going to happen here in this last game?
Yeah, I know we said Scorpion doesn't really care much for corner, as you said. A lot of side swapping ability here, but with that Demon Breath, Justin becomes way scarier in the corner because he gets so much plus frames on hit that you are in a constant guessing game as soon as that Demon Breath is applied.
That is very true. The pushback no longer becomes a factor when he is in the corner. Nice anti-air here from Justin. Able to get a clean 30% on the board for that. AJ looking to jab back and answer back. A throw will find its mark, and now just outside of Fatal Blow territory. AJ now has the Fatal Blow available as Justin gets a little more chip in, but the breakaway, I don't think it's going to be back in time. Yes, that is going to be Justin taking it, and set point available now to Justin on the brink of resetting our bracket here. He just needs one more round. 1,000 health separates him from resetting this grand finals bracket tonight.
That is true. AJ has no intention of letting that happen, though. He's still putting in some work. Had to burn breakaway, though, but he is still pushing back, not giving Justin any room to breathe, and those back and forth, just beating the crap out of each other right now.
Ooh, all right, gotta be careful. There's the opening that AJ was looking for to sort of reset the momentum. Justin was he was kind of firmly holding the wheel on that, and part of that's because AJ doesn't have that defensive meter. He didn't have the teleport cancels available to him to safely make his pressure that much more ambiguous. Now the defensive meter is back available for AJ. Justin about to have his as well. So we'll see more of that canceling happening, more safety basically from these players as they continue to dance around the screen. And look at how even these health bars are. That throw, really the only difference maker between the two of them right now. And all it's going to take from Justin is a quick hit, and now right back to being neck and neck. Uh-oh, crushing blow though, and no breakaway to stop it. This is going to be huge. No meter to keep going, but 318 is respectable damage. A Fatal Blow is now available, though, from AJ, and we've seen before. Oh, he didn't recover in time. The punish! Nicely done.
That is going to be a bracket reset. Now,
Here is your L.
Losers bracket. Whoever wins 3 games now takes the entire tournament.
Yep, it is all up for grabs now. Now, here's the deal. With a bracket reset, AJ obviously able to change characters. So is Justin now. If they want to run a rain mirror for the back half, and I'm not saying this because it's what I want to see and I want to be able to take notes. I'm not trying to influence you. I wouldn't do that. I'm a man of integrity. But if you guys both wanted to switch over to rain, you totally could. Both of you. To give a rain mirror so that I can watch the character that I'm playing fight it out.
If there was any character we would like to see in this grand finals, Scorpion is cool, but Rain would be a really great character to watch right now.
Looks like Justin's sticking to his guns here with the Scorponok. I don't mind. I really like seeing the clash of playstyles here, though. I mean, this is obviously a case of two really talented individuals, but you can see that they're running with different abilities, right? They both have the teleport cancel, which I gotta say almost every Scorpion player is rocking it. It feels mandatory. But then you also see that obviously it's Sin Blade, an expert application of the Sin Blade from AJ, and then Justin's making expert use of that Demon Breath. It's not coming out a ton, but when it does, he's been able to effectively apply some mix and stuff after it. So it's really interesting to see this clash of styles, and obviously two incredibly talented individuals, kind of, you know, putting a fork in the road, a branch in the path, per se, of, you know, you can play it this way or you can play it that way. There is some variety to Scorpion. It's not a ton, but there is some if you want to dig and find it, and Scorpion loyalty definitely paying off here. Both these players have been playing Scorpion for a long time, hunting down the roll. This is huge for AJ to start off the bracket reset in this grand finals. 387 on the board. Very nicely done.
That was very interesting too. If you saw that right after the Synblade hit, he instantly teleport canceled. I didn't know you could actually do tele cancels off of Synblade itself. That's some new tech that I've seen.
Oh, nice flawless block. There's a gap there, but for a rare occasion, we see AJ whiffing the Synblade there. That is a very rare occurrence. I'm honestly shocked that AJ did that. I don't see that happen very often here. Nice poke, catches him out of the air. Justin still has that breakaway available. The whiff, though, from the jump, holding north, not pressure. Shout out to Soul Warrior. Oh, here we go. Damage on the board. One more hit now with that fatal blow locked and loaded. Ooh, there we go. Overhead connects. Nicely done. That overhead from Scorpion is so fast. It's like, what, 25 frames? It feels unblockable. I think Kano's overhead is a little faster. It's like a few frames faster, maybe one or two, but it is still incredibly quick.
I believe it
Kano's
used
like
to be
23.
25. And I think they buffed his Scorpions to 22, I believe, in Aftermath. I believe they buffed it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was where it was after the buff. Well, either way, very fast overhead, so it will catch you if you're not reacting quickly. And, you know, sometimes it catches even the best of them, as we can see evidence of that here. Both of these players have been getting caught by it. Look at that jab pressure, though. Scorpion does have some really solid stagger pressure as well. I think his throw strike game is one of the best in the business here, and it's definitely helped by the fact that he can kind of teleport cancel, get in and out whenever he wants, and that allows him to be close enough to do those throw strike shenanigans. There's the throw attempt, but going to get punished for it, as AJ now has a life lead to definitely work with now. One more hit into Fatal Blow, though, could be all Justin needs. Will he find the connection?
Once again, flawless blocking that Synblade. He just has. Oh, that's it. That's it. Fatal blow.
Oh yes, there it is.
So,
As requested, just the one hit into a Fatal Blow conversion is all that Justin needed. That is sort of the power of Fatal Blow in some ways, in that you are so deadly for that moment when you have that Fatal Blow. And any life lead that your opponent may on paper have is technically not there when you are now a touch away from death when you weren't before. So very, very, very interesting mechanic. Of course, when you force your opponent to use it for their first round victory and it's off the table here in final round, that's got to be a good feeling. AJ can still bust out the big guns, but Justin, the clip's dry on that.
also, notice how AJ's doing a lot of just empty neutral jumps now. Because every time he's gone for that Synblade just out of nowhere, Justin is flawless blocking every single time. So AJ's losing up. He can't always.
You're far away. What are you saying?
I don't know.
It
Oh,
keeps
set
on
it now.
doing that. Yeah, it's like you're like turning your head or something, and it loses you.
Oh, now. How are we sounding now, though?
Now it's better. But it's definitely been.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. No worries, though. All right, the spear.
Oh, no.
Is it enough? Yes. Look at
That's
that. Game 1 to AJ. But I mean, we saw this happen before, right? Game 1 went to AJ last set, and Justin still turned it around.
Yeah, very, very good play from both players. AJ still managing to clutch it out in the end. Synblade not putting in as much work anymore once Justin started flawless blocking it, so now he's got to be a lot more careful when he using the combos, it seems.
Only if I could call you doppelganger, Slink so wavy. I only say that because I saw somebody say that and I thought it was hilarious because it is the complete. There's like no fucking way that you two look anything alike. So that's why it's funny to me. And I know it would bother you. I know it would bother you. But you guys look. It's like such an absurd thing for anybody to even say. Who's Mario and who's Luigi though? AJ as Mario, Justin as Luigi. Cold, cold. I wonder which one is taller, though. Do you think that... I mean, they are... I think they're identical twins. The picture looks the same. But, obviously somebody's taller than the other. So which one do you think is taller? What's your guess? Fuck the prediction. Let's place a new prediction.
I'm gonna say AJ's the taller one of the two.
Nah, my money's on Justin being taller. When it comes to getting stuff out of cabinets, AJ needs Justin to help him out.
Do you think if Justin is the taller one, you think he punches AJ?
I highly doubt that there's enough of a difference in the height for it to be an effective advantage. It means next to nothing. Oh, dude, these Sin Blade combos, though, are not meaningless. Gonna send him back toward the corner in the process. 32%. Man, I don't know what it is about Sin Blade combos. It's gotta be the nostalgia factor, but I love seeing that neutral jump punch. Because neutral jump punches were a thing in MK9 and MKX. This is the first game they took them out. So just the obnoxiousness of jumping up and punching a dude so hard that they bounce off the fucking ground so I can hit them some more is hilarious. And the throwback to it with Sin Blade is beautiful. Glad that it's here. Glad that it's here.
Yeah, AJ really controlling the space really well. And going back to you said, that Sin Blade just, it looks, honestly the move itself too just looks incredible. It just takes the sword and slices it straight down. Just
and
like
it's got
that.
so much coverage too, like the distance. I mean, he's not using a fist anymore, he's using a whole ass sword, and it's a big sword. So there's quite a decent amount of distance on it, plus when you block it, the pushback on it makes it, in a lot of ways, completely safe for Scorpion players to just kind of throw it around if their opponent isn't flawless blocking it. Flawless block does change things up. Speaking of, that flawless block launcher gonna net him a crushing blow combo here as Justin bleeding out. 20 health remains here. Justin not dead yet. Okay, throw connects as well. Escape failed, threw him out of the corner. AJ was expecting his brother to keep him cornered, so now a crushing blow on deck here. Oh, wow! Why did he let go of block?
I don't think he thought he was going to amplify, but he's going to chip him out anyways. He's going to kill him. Doesn't go for the brutality, though.
Very nicely done. So AJ now up 2. Oh, yeah, you saw AJ not even going for a brutality there. He's doing his brother a mercy. He doesn't want his brother to be in the montage. He doesn't want the fratricide to be in there. He'll kill other people, but he's not killing his brother.
I don't know if people saw there, but near the ending of that round, AJ went for the forward flick kick entire string, the full string, where you could flawless block gap it. AJ or Justin's did flawless block it, went for the up 2, but for some reason this only works when Scorpion has you in the corner. If you try to up 2 that gap, he pushes himself back far enough to where you can't actually flawless block attack punish it. And AJ has managed to abuse that.
Man, the weird nuances. I kind of like those things though. I think that is what makes certain games fun, when there are like very character specific little things that you have to worry about. Some things are maybe more obnoxious than others, so I'm not advocating all of them. Like the idea of like, oh yeah, Johnny Cage and Joker they just duck this mid. They just duck it. Yeah, you want to hit them with this mid? Well, go fuck yourself. It's not happening. That I think is a little obnoxious. But you know, there are cool little interesting ways, maybe like little gaps that you can kind of sneak in a little different that I think are kind of interesting. And like, you know, combos that only work on big-bodied characters, for example, in the past, right? That stuff was fun, and you know, it does allow that extra little layer you have to be paying attention to. Like, okay, what am I up against? And you can't just, you know, autopilot the same stuff every single time.
Yeah, it's always very interesting to see how each character or player gets out of certain pressures that other people can't. It's very interesting. Like, it's always fun to see the different tech everyone comes up with. Even between the same character, everyone always has a different tech. It's always incredible to see how people adapt to different situations. I think that's why everyone loves these type of fighting games so much, because there's always something new that you figure out every single day.
Excuse me. All right. Pressure now. Ooh, good blocks though. Only a few seconds
Look
left
at
on the
the time.
clock, but I don't think it's going to matter unless AJ can find a Fatal Blow hit. I got to say, though, up 2 into Fatal Blow. That could have gotten dicey there for Justin, but instead AJ going for the up 3 as Justin answers back. Throws him out of the corner, and that'll be the crushing blow as well. Big damage out of the gate here. Justin looking to make a statement, but gets flawless block punished there. Got to be careful with that flick kick. If your opponent is aware of the timing on that, just like that, though, it whiffs, like you said, in the corner.
Yep.
You got to be careful with that. It's interesting, the pushback on that actually ends up keeping Scorpion safe. It's like they wanted to guarantee it always had a certain level of pushback, so even when he's got you cornered, he will slide out of the corner then, and allows him to actually end up being safer than he normally would be. Plus frames off that 2-1-2 on block. It's interruptible, but he's got so many other options that looks like Justin is given a little too much respect. Big whiff on the teleport, but it doesn't get punished. I don't know why he swung the wrong way. It didn't look like Justin was anywhere near there, but there we go. AJ gonna find the hit needed. 1 round left here. If AJ can take it, this is gonna be the end of the tournament. Justin was able to reset the bracket, but that is only half the job when you're coming from the loser side. Escape gonna be failed again. We already saw that crushing blow be spent though, so AJ's not gonna have to worry about that big damage coming through if he gets thrown again. Speaking of, he's gotta throw of his own. Jump kick connects. This is going to be a nice conversion. In fact, so nice that Justin opts to break out of it. Doesn't want to see where that damage was going.
Yeah, AJ's been really nice this entire game of just keeping Justin in check. Anytime any sort of momentum just starts, AJ's an answer to get back. And that was such a good neutral jump to punish the throw, forcing the breakaway away. And here we go. It's the Sin Blade conversion with the drop.
Wow.
Recover punish.
Dude, I don't even care if this is choreographed. It is so beautiful looking between these two that just watching them fight is a thing of beauty. It's just these minor little things that happen, and their ability to fully capitalize when any kind of mistake happens is so impressive to watch. I am absolutely thrilled. Edge of my seat on this one as AJ on the brink of death. He had a crushing blow queued up maybe? Nope, not gonna happen.
Watch
So
out for the
Justin's
wake up.
still alive. Teleport out. Teleports
That's
in, and that will do it. He was
AJ
gonna chip
take
out
it.
anyway too. And the brutality to boot off with his
God.
head.
What
Nicely
a way
done.
to end that incredible set. Great games to both players. That was phenomenal. That was amazing set to watch.
Absolutely. Very well done. AJ will be our champion here tonight, though, in the end. He is going to take it over his brother with a 3-0 victory after the bracket had been reset. So AJ is crowned our champion. He's going to take home a stack of points in that process, which I believe is going to push him, since it was first and second place. I think if we look at the points actually real quick one more time, the difference between them was 5 points. A 5-point difference between the two of them. And that difference is definitely going to be made up with 250 to 200. So that will be AJ taking the lead there in between the two of them. But still very well done by both of them. As I don't know how to signify that the bracket was reset. I'm sorry. That's like the major flaw of my shitty little bracket. So it's going to look like you got stomped, Justin. But we know what happened here. He got stomped. No, it's a 3-0 before, or it was reset the bracket. It's in there somewhere. Watch the archive. But that is going to do it for us here in the Nightmare series. Very well done by